he screams at him, something to the effect of, you don't want none of this, or you can't handle me, or something to that effect, right? Adds a vulgarity in there.
Well, he took it to another level.
Yeah, throws a little profanity into the smoke he's throwing. Next pitch, home run.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the karma coming in the biggest, most spectacular way. Yesterday, though, it was the Gators winning at the SEC tournament as they position themselves for the postseason. Certainly, they'll get a regional, and you would think even a super regional, but how they fare in the SEC tournament could have something to do with that. I'm not going to drop in now on college baseball once we've reached conference tournament stage and pretend to know pretend that I've kept up. I have a cursive knowledge. We'll just put it like that when it comes to college baseball. All right. So we get we've got the 3-year-old grandson, 3.5 now, I guess he is, and my son are over at the house yesterday. Et.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I got an idea to make money. I mean, can we not do this scientifically? I mean, they'll give you a pill or a shot for any and everything these days. If they could somehow find a way, E to the T, to bottle up the energy of a 3-year-old, I'd pay a lot for a shot of that, boss.
Yeah.
Where does it? What is it? What is the time? We've got Doc Murphy today. Dare I tiptoe into this territory? What in the hockey sticks? How do they go nonstop, bro? Nonstop. On to the next. Barely pause. Not tired, not sleepy, not nothing. Go. What is the scientific rationale behind it all? Are they just over-flooded with hormones and their little bodies haven't caught up yet?
They're what we like to call built different.
To wit, being the good Pawpaw and Mimi that we are, ET, we got a little big wheel for the kid. He's old enough now. He reaches the pedals. We got a little cul-de-sac, and so he'll take it out there and ride it around. It's all fun, right?
Yeah.
We decided yesterday. Now the little joker's getting smart and aware, and they said, "No, Papa, I want to go out to the sidewalk." Okay, now understand that means you go out our street, you hang a left, you go down a street, you hang a left, you go out to the main drag where there's a long sidewalk that runs along.
Yeah.
Well, don't think that a mile and a quarter or a half later, we hadn't gone all the way around the doggone loop. But understand, with a 3-year-old, he don't ride a big wheel that whole way. So Pawpaw turns burro here, and I'm, carrying a big wheel And by the way, there's no lot. You can't. It's not like you can teach a 3-year-old. Now, listen, buddy, when we left with that bicycle, I told you were going to have to ride it the whole way. That don't fly. You're talking about kid don't remember what he had for lunch. So, yeah, that's part of the deal. I got a big wheel slapped over my back as I walk in the last third of a mile of what was supposed to be just a little. We're going to take the big wheel out in the cul-de-sac, ET.
I've been there before.
And then they're back and they're going some more. Oh, no. Oh, no, we're not. If we could just bottle it, bro, we make a lot of money. I don't know what the science is behind it. I mean, people go get testosterone shots and this shot and Botox injections, and they take the Ozempic. And, I mean, there's something for everything. Just find some of that 3-year-old energy and problems are all solved, bro. Promise you that right now. All right, so Oklahoma City bounces back last night. Thunder beat the Spurs 122-113. They did a better job of corralling Victor Wembanyama. They put Hartenstein on him. He played a lot more yesterday than he did in Game 1. The Thunder's victory, again, comes with the shadow of Jalen Williams is hurt again. I got to think now that we're probably not going to see him, are we? Jalen Williams, who's a terrific player, an all-star player, their second-best player. He's the Robin to SGA's Batman. Missed a lot of the year with a hamstring injury. In the playoff, the first round of the playoffs, injured the hamstring, missed the rest of that round, missed the entire round with the Lakers, came back for Game 1, was able to play Game 1 against the Spurs, a game that ironically Oklahoma City lost. First quarter last night, hamstring tightness, heads to the locker room, never to be seen again. And so a pertinent, relevant question that has nothing to do with this silly bottling of 3-year-old energy. A question for Doc Murphy now is, and I think we've been down this road enough to know that once that hamstring gets hamstrung like that, buddy, you're playing stop, start, quick, jumpy NBA basketball. Yeah, give me a checklist of things you don't want to put your hamstring through, and I think an NBA game will click off 4 of the top 5. So we shall see, but the Thunder do manage avoiding a catastrophe. Spurs made a couple of runs at them late. They got back to a tie, and Oklahoma City pull out again. I'm not big on this, the officiating conspiracy theories are out there and which players get what and who, who's at more advantage than others. But there is some truth to that. SGA gets a lot of calls in the lane, man. He's good enough without giving him an extra one because they breathed on him while he was hanging and hovering. But he bounced back last night. It was much more of an SGA game. Had 30 points, 9 assists, just 1 turnover. Threw in a couple of blocks even. 4 rebounds. So a terrific game by the league's MVP, and they needed it because Oklahoma City down 1-0. First playoff loss, by the way. They had opened with foe and foe. Spurs got them game 1, but Oklahoma City bounces back. Meanwhile, in the East, it'll be the Knicks and the Cavs game 2. I just don't know how the Cavs recover, man. I don't know how they recover. They don't listen to me. I don't know what the NFL drop is on X. Got 740 plus. It's important. 740 plus likes on this tweet from 15 hours ago. So what was 15 hours ago? It would be 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Ready for this one?
Hit me.
Now, again, I'm not paraphrasing. This is the tweet. Is this real? Is this a real site? Who is this? What is NFL drop? At the NFL drop. What does blue check mark mean?
Verified.
Well, verified what? Just that they are NFL drop is NFL drop.
That means they got
okay, you ready? You ready for the terminology on this one?
Hit me.
First of all, this is like a lot of people enjoy doing that clay target shooting. You ever done that, E?
Nah.
You'd like that. We need to go out there just west of you one day and do that clay or shoot. We used to do an event up here past Heckscher. There's one up there. What's that place called, man? Is it Jack's Clay Targets? I don't know. I don't want to mess it up. You know what it is, though? It's the pool. They shoot it up there. Yeah, bam, you shoot them, right?
Duck hunt.
Yeah, yeah, correct. Fun, man. Shooting guns at clay targets, man.
Sign me up.
All right, here's the terminology. Ready? And that's right. I got the gun right now. Pull, okay. About to pull. Bam! I'm gonna blow these things to feathers.
Yeah.
Tweet from NFL Drop. The Jaguars and Eagles are dotting the I's and crossing the T's on a trade that would swap wide receivers A.J. Brown and Brian Thomas.
I saw that. I saw that.
Dotting the I's and crossing the T's, are they?
Uh-huh.
Huh. Okay, at NFL Drop. Now, excuse me for being logical, but the phrase dotting the I's and crossing the T's, to me, has always indicated it's a done deal. Am I wrong?
You're right.
So there, at the NFL Drop, whatever that is, says it's a done deal. A.J. Brown for Brian Thomas Jr. Draft picks are expected to be included, and A.J. Brown is expected to get his wish and join a new team, while Brian Thomas gets a fresh start in Philly. We got Fred Taylor a little bit later this morning. We got Matt Every in studio with us today. That'll be fun, always is. We've got Doc Kevin Murphy and an injury report. All that and more just waiting to be laid out in front of you. The text line, Design My Lifetime Enclosures, is open at 641-1010. And we'll be back with more next on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Ready? I'm... Fight for it! This is 1010XL. Fire! Jacksonville Sports Radio.
In the game of vehicle performance and reliability, Atlantic Infiniti is always the top pick. This is Hayes Carlyon. Did you know that every certified pre-owned Infiniti is inspected, factory-backed, with a limited warranty, and gets the same championship-level service as a brand-new Infiniti? Every mile will feel like first class. Check out their full certified inventory now at AtlanticInfiniti.com or visit Atlantic Infiniti off Atlantic near St. John's Bluff.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Don't miss the Bari Breakdown with Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays around 1:35 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Who's MIA, who's coming back? Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays at 1:35 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Homeowners, ready to let the sun shine in without letting your energy bills go up? At Renewal by Andersen, you've got 2 ways to save on new windows and doors this month. Take 20% off your entire window and door replacement project, or choose no money down, no payments, and no interest for 2 years. But this offer expires May 31st. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Imagine this. You've got the burgers ready in a backyard full of guests. And, folks, that's a strong lineup. But a clogged drain on a holiday, that can change everything in a hurry. Before kickoff, make sure your plumbing is ready to go. Call Duck Duck Rooter. They've got experience, honest pricing, and a team you can count on. And right now, get your main sewer line cleaned, plus a camera inspection for just $129. Outside cleanout is required because the only thing you want overflowing this weekend is that cooler. So when you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Here you can see.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, Jacksonville. This is Dr. George Bari. Bari Orthopedics is your choice when it comes to an injury. We're here for you and your loved ones to deliver excellent treatment and care fast the first time. Trust your care in our hands. Get same-day appointments for your injuries with 3 locations. If it hurts, ask us first. Bari Orthopedics.
Be sure and check out the expertise from Dr. George Bari and the entire staff at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
The Target place I was I was pretty close. Jacksonville Clay Target Sports out there on New Berlin Road. Skeet shooting, some people call it.
Oh, skeet shooting.
Yeah, that's kind of the old school term. Now they call them clay targets, but the guy says he's right. It's basically like golf with shotguns. You're target shooting. Speaking of golf, I see your boy Bronny is turning into quite the stick there. His videos on social media, I saw his handicap on the, I don't know if it's Gin or Gin. It's Ghin.
Yeah.
I've always called it Gin. I hear other people call it the Gin handicapping stick. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I would think if it's Golf Handicap Index Network, it will be Gin. It's golf, but hey, whatever.
Yeah,
But I
Bronny.
see his handicap's down to it's down to that number that the kids will snicker at when you say it because that's how silly they are. So ET, what's his handicap?
6'7".
No, it's not. No, it's the more vulgar snicker.
That one.
Yeah,
69.
yeah, the one yeah,
These
the one
kids.
the one that they won't let you. They won't let you wear that uniform number in the NBA.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even realize
Yeah,
that.
you see it, and I don't know about Major League Baseball. You see it in the NFL. Obviously, you got so many guys, so many numbers. But yeah, NBA doesn't allow you to wear that number. So you you go ahead and make your own deductions there.
He posted a video of his swing, and Jeff, it looks pretty pure.
Yeah, it looks
Bronny.
pretty good. There's a couple little, there's a couple little nuances there. I'm certainly no golf instructor by any stretch, but he's well on his way. Bronny is what, 24?
No.
Not even?
No, not even. Maybe 21, maybe.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, hopefully he's good at golf. He ain't got much of a basketball career left once Pops drags him off into retirement. So
I kind of got a timeline with that because myself, LeBron, Kevin Hart kind of started taking golf serious around the same time. I can't let them get better than me. Let them get better.
LeBron's already passed you. I don't know about Kevin Hart.
Bron ain't passed.
Bron has passed you. Bro.
Oh, no,
Yes,
man.
come on.
I can't wait till we get back out there. You're going to be impressed, man.
Man, I'm already impressed. I ain't got to see it, but I will. And the sooner the better as far as I'm concerned. I'm hopeful we're both playing today. I know you are.
Yeah.
Where are you going today? This guy Bebop's all over the place. He has got the golf bug now, man. What about did you have a birdie yesterday? No, I'd heard about it already.
You would have been heard about that.
I would have got a call. Where are we going today? You said you want the yards?
Thinking about playing the yards.
Right.
We ain't picked yet, but probably the yards.
That'll be fun.
I like the yards.
All right, cool. So LeBron, by the way, is in the news today. There's a lot of discussion about what will the price tag be if you want to sign LeBron. Would he be willing to go on a vet minimum deal to a team? That's a bad look, man. That's a championship chasing look. Let me see if I can get one more ring on the total. It's Jordan's career extended not to chase anything, but he wanted to get into the ownership side. And if he was going to be part of the ownership of the Washington Wizards, then he was going to put the best team together that he could, and the best team that could be put together would still include an even aged Michael Jordan, who I believe in his last year with the Wizards still averaged 20. And it's harder to average 20 the way Jordan played. You know what I mean? He's more of a lithe scorer than a guy that could just kind of bully his way to 20 a game when he got later in his career. But I digress. We'll be interested to see where do you think right now that LeBron lands, E.T.?
I like Cleveland.
Fascinating story, man.
I like wherever Steph's at.
So Golden State or Cleveland?
Yeah.
I didn't read the column with enough interest. I clickbait the headline because it was talking about, whether or not he'd be able to, at the end of the day, these guys got an ego, man. I don't see LeBron James going off and playing somewhere for $8 million just to be a part of the team.
Man, no.
No. So, and who can? The problem is the teams that can afford to pay you that kind of overreaching money are the bad teams. And if you're LeBron, you don't want to go play for them. What good does that do? I wonder if he couldn't find a place that really needs a good athletic power forward. Play the 4, man. Get down on the block. He's still athletic, and then you can extend your, guy with some more mid-range jumpers instead of like 3-pointers exclusively. I don't know.
No, that's why I like Tour that he's going to tell you he's going to be nothing but jump shots, man.
Yeah, there'll be
all jump shots.
He probably gonna want that ball in his hand too. I'm with you too. I think you're gonna get one back on Hick with that wheel bet. I can't imagine that LeBron James just quietly into the night ends his career.
No way.
No fanfare, no spotlight, no nothing. Nor should he, by the way.
Correct.
Nor should he.
And that's why the price is going to be high because, like, those games, when LeBron comes into town, those tickets are going to be crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, for every single one of them. I was up in Atlanta for the SEC championship when Kobe went through there for the last time.
Ooh, Atlanta. Ooh.
It was nuts. I'm going to ask you a question. By the way, I was reminded, and this is true, but I talked about Hartenstein playing more yesterday. That dude should have been fouled out by the middle of the third quarter. There was a play where he grabbed Stephon Castle's hair. He didn't get called. He tangled up Wemby a couple of times, didn't get called. I thought there was some fortunate officiating for the home team yesterday. And again, if SGA gets breathed on in that lane, they seem to call it, man.
Was he the one that Castle posterized? Was it Hartenstein?
I think it was, yeah.
Woo.
Yeah,
Woo.
I think it was. Yeah, that was. I put on that. There's a animated movie out right now that Steph Curry was involved in. It's called GOAT. Are you aware of this?
Yeah.
I put it on for a few minutes yesterday at home. I got to get off that 3-year-old energy for a second.
Yeah.
Sit down, kid.
Yep.
I say that because it has cartoonish posterizations, right, in the animated basketball world. And then I saw that last night. It reminded me of a scene from that. That's like an Insta poster. If you would dub it, it would be the Insta poster is what he gave him. All right, let me circle back to a question that I asked you yesterday. This is when you know you got a great series. Okay. Who's winning the NBA Finals?
Oh man, I'm still gonna say San Antonio. I think the West.
San Antonio. You're going from Spurs because yesterday we said Spurs.
Yeah.
Today I'm saying Spurs-ish.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I'm not as again. So let me ask you this: you think San Antonio is going to win both games in San Antonio? You think it's no? So now you think 2-2 going back to Oklahoma City?
Absolutely, we're going to go 7.
So you think San Antonio is going to win a game 7 in Oklahoma City?
I don't know.
So I think my point being, we watched Cleveland go win Game 7 in Detroit. We've seen it happen before. But it's like if you think Oklahoma City's getting back home 2-2, then you probably should think Oklahoma City's going to win the series. And I don't know what to make of this Jalen Williams. I do know this. The only game they've lost the entire postseason was the game he started and played the whole way. Now, I'm sure that's coinkadink, as they say. But he went out in the first quarter yesterday, and the Thunder, like they'd done for 6 or 7 other games without his services, went on to the victory. It ended up being a 9-point game. It was really closer than that down the stretch. But Wemby has got there's the next step is taking over games late. He's still with that body, even though he's growing into it, he still gets knocked off course.
Yeah.
Like other big men, when they spin into the lane, they keep going with the momentum they intended. He can get, and they're not fouls. He's running into big, sturdy guys, and he'll get knocked off his balance and his direction, a little bit more. And you can't just go in with that arm, way above the rim and flick the ball up and have it go in every time. Because he gets a lot of those, too. He just gets in the lane, and he just gets up so much higher than everyone. Shots come off from all kinds of weird angles, but dang if they don't bank in half the time. But that series now 1-1. Knicks, Cavs get it going tonight. Well, you can take the player out of Georgia. You can't take the Georgia out of the player. Eagles linebacker Nolan Smith Jr. arrested Friday, accused of speeding and reckless driving in Georgia. This according to the Twiggs County Sheriff. Wouldn't be a terrible thing to spend part of your life in Twiggs County. According to notes taken by the sheriff's office that night, Smith was clocked going 135 in a 70-mile-per-hour zone on the interstate at 10:41 in the evening. Made bond was released shortly after the arrest. Future court date has been issued. Smith, 25-year-old, first round 2023 draft. Reuniting with other key members from a dominant Georgia defense, includes Jalen Carter and Kobe Dean, Jordan Davis. They're all Philadelphia Eagles as well. In his Super Bowl run, he had 4 playoff sacks, 6.5 in the regular season that year. In 3 years, he's been a playmaker for the Eagles. Their organized team activities begin, I believe, next Tuesday. Look, sometimes you're prone to say, well, if it weren't Georgia, you wouldn't be. No, any NFL player gets clock on 135 and a 70, we'd be talking about it today. Fair? Yeah.
Fair.
So it's like, they talk about San Francisco and the injury curse of, being built over or near that electrical substation, I think it is. Is there a cursed Autobahn buried beneath the Georgia campus? What is the deal, man? And I would ask the question rhetorically, will they ever learn? But the answer is so clear. Speeding is one thing. 135 miles an hour on the interstate is dangerous, bro. Period. End of story. Not just for you. If it was just you, knock yourself out, kid. You're on the interstate. You're listening to The Drill. Have you heard of this baseball craze that's going around?
No.
It's called Tarps Off. You heard of this?
I don't think so.
You'd be a big Tarps Off guy. I'll tell you what it is when we return. We still got a football fix coming up this hour. I got Fred Taylor standing by this morning, 7:15, and we're going to talk Bashel Tutin and all the expectations for that young running back and what Fred sees out of him after 1 year, looking towards year two. Doc Kevin Murphy, including this recent injury in the NBA, Jalen Williams, all-star for the Thunder, more hamstring issues. And Matt Every's in studio with us starting this morning at 7:30. So golf talk and more with the fantastic, terrific Matt Every of the Golf Channel, ESPN, NBC. So I don't know. He's on everywhere. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Frank Frangie set a high bar. Now hear what's next. The Lead with Hayes Carline and Ryan O'Halloran. Friday afternoons 4 to 6 on 1010XL.
Everybody, Mike Dempsey for big #1 Duval Ford. Look, if you're a busy mom or you're running kids all over town, you don't have time to sit in a service waiting room all day. That's why the Duval Ford mobile service is such a game changer. Duval Ford will come right to your home or work so you can keep doing what matters most. Duval Ford will handle the service without disrupting your day, so visit DuvalFord.com to schedule your next mobile service. Big #1 Duval Ford mobile service. Wherever you need them, they'll come to you.
Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Hi, I'm Blake Bortles. People know I've always said if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be on a construction site. So Next Gen Roofing finally let me live the dream.
Blake, why are you wearing a red practice jersey?
Always worn it for safety.
Right. Well, around here, the red jersey means you're the new guy. So you're in charge of garbage cleanup.
Perfect. I love garbage time. Always excelled in it.
It's not exactly what I meant.
Good thing Next Gen Roofing has real pros handling everything from family homes to large commercial buildings. Next Gen, teamed up with you.
Teamed up with you. Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
This is Mark Nato. My son Justin injured his hand playing baseball for JU. Southeast orthopedic specialist performed surgery just a few days later, and within 5 weeks, he was cleared to play in the ASUN baseball tournament. Our family has trusted Southeast orthopedic specialists for years. For any orthopedic injury, let Southeast orthopedic specialists take care of you too.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Springtime is the perfect time to get your home organized. Hey, this is Lauren Brooks, and I love our closets from Closets by Design. They create custom storage systems designed around how you actually live. From closets and garages to entertainment centers, laundry rooms, and storage for any space and budget. Make an appointment to tour their showroom on Phillips Highway and get 40% off plus an extra 15% off free installation and 18 months special financing. Schedule your free consultation at 904-878-9393 or find them online, closetsbydesign.com.
When you head out for a night with friends or going to the big game, don't forget the best game plan to win the night is to designate a driver and guarantee a safe ride home. Hydrating between buds is the best play you can make. Bud Light, reminding all to drink wiser.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farrah doesn't flinch.
Well, E.T., we got good news for your boy Joey Chestnut.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, who I guess is was faced charges, even found guilty of a was it like a bar fight or something like that?
Yeah, bar fight.
Those are my wings. They don't mess with Joey Chestnut's food in a bar. I don't know the situation surrounding. He seems like a pretty good dude, so I don't know how he got caught up in all that. But the word was, he's going to miss the famous hot dog eating contest
July 4th.
because he's going to be in the Hooskow. Well, now word comes that Chestnut will be able to defend his hot dog title while on probation.
Dang.
So, yeah, he'll be scarfing down the dogs. I guess he won't actually be in the Arm Bar Hotel. I think he'll be, or Iron Bar Hotel, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. He won't be in jail. We'll put it that way. All right. A couple of notes from the sports world. Vegas wins game 1 of their Western Conference final against Colorado. That's big news because Colorado is maybe the best team in hockey. Maybe it's Carolina over in the East. They haven't lost a postseason game yet as they get set to open their series with Montreal.
Like they set a record, like winning 8 straight games or something?
Yeah, they won. Look at you.
Yeah.
It's 8 in a row without a loss for Carolina. Meanwhile, Colorado has been the best team in the league. They won the President's Cup with the most points, but Vegas is an interesting story. They are coached by that John Tortorella, who has just bounced around from winning situation to winning situation. And in fact, let me pull up the Tortorella file. I want to say, who is this dude? I'm going to say he's won multiple Stanley Cups with different teams. I think Tortorella, the text line's probably just firing at me right now. I think Tortorella didn't coach the Lightning to a championship at one point, or the Panthers. I think he's. Let me see what we got here. Can I just get overall? Has he won any titles? What am I doing here? Let's see. Golden Knights right now. He won the cup with Tampa Bay. Wow, it was a long time ago now, 2004. He's the first American-born NHL coach to reach 500 wins. He's 9th all-time in wins. He's twice won the award for Coach of the Year. He's very outspoken. He's sometimes confrontational. He's known as a fixer, dude. Like Patine, like these guys that they go places and they just win. And so Vegas, who's been a good team, they were in the Stanley Cup Finals. Did they even win one a couple of years ago? I don't know. Did they play Nashville maybe? But they were kind of struggling, and they brought Tortorella in at the end of the year, and he's gone like 18-4, and now they've won game 1 of the West, and you have way more information than you really wanted when I started this segment. But anyway, it's Vegas with a road win last night. Man, this guy Shohei's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, he's decent.
He's treating it like Little League. All right, so they had been in this routine where when Shohei pitched, he wasn't going to bat, remember?
Yes.
Yeah, scratch that. With the Dodgers playing the rubber match of a best-of-3 against the Padres, Otani was in the lineup on his start day, the day that he goes to the mound to pitch. He hadn't done that in nearly a month. First pitch of the game, Otani hits it out of the park. Lead-off home run. Then he throws 5 scoreless innings, and the Dodgers beat the Padres 4-0. They have a game-and-a-half lead over the Pods in the West as that division is tight. Superstar for a reason. Before Otani, only a handful of players ever batted leadoff while also serving as the starting pitcher.
And that's what's in.
I mean, that's in Major League history. None had ever, obviously, homered to start a game. By the way, did it on the first pitch.
Oh, first pitch,
first pitch of the game. He hit it out of the park.
Sheesh.
By the way, Otani has now done this twice. He did it in Game 4 of the NLCS last year. And then again, that was a day where he homered and pitched. Or maybe, I don't know what they're saying. It's not the same exact thing. Hold on. Before Otani, only a handful of players had ever batted leadoff while serving as the starting pitcher. None had ever homered to start a game. Otani has now done so twice. First in Game 4 of the NLCS, and then again in his first time doing both simultaneously. Oh, the first time he's pitched and hit. So, yeah, the second time he's led off the game with a home run and been the starting pitcher. I mean, this is Little League stuff, gang.
With him being such a good hitter, though, why does he bat leadoff? Wouldn't he be?
It's kind of a trend in Major League Baseball. You put that guy on, Ronald Acuna Jr. hits leadoff for the Braves. I think Soto has been at times hitting leadoff for the Kyle Schwarber's a home run hitter. He hits leadoff for the Phillies.
Yeah, I thought that the good hitters they bat. Well, is it fourth?
Fourth is cleanup. I think that for the longest time, and it may still be the case, the best hitter hits third. You want him up in the first inning. Fourth batter is typically a power hitter.
Yeah.
The cleanup hitter. So if you get a couple of guys on, he's more of a doubles and home runs hitter. But all those have kind of been the way the baseball's now broken down analytically and by roles. It's not that defined anymore. So you see a lot of power hitter. The idea is to, and I tell you what also happens. They've also done the analytics. By the time that guy comes up the second time, there's usually runners on. They bat in the first and say they go 5 deep, and then the second they go 1, 2, 3, and then the third, he's hitting third. He's hitting second or third in the third inning.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you may not, and because he's your best hitter, guess what? If you hit first, you're going to get more bats than anybody else on the team. Over the course of a year, you're always going to be up first when the lineup turns over. So, and at the end of the year, that may be 30 or 40 at bats. So there's a lot of reasons they've gone to that trend, but yeah, that's why Otani, Acuna, and others hit a lot of leadoff. Speaking of the Braves, man, the Marlins fans, they're all chirpy when the Florida, or Miami, I should say, won Game 1 of that series, but I don't know where everybody is now. And a couple in a row. Okay. Got to find out what old Chris Sale was all about yesterday in South Florida. Miami is, I'm going to say this as emphatically as I can. Miami is an embarrassment. The city of Miami, the franchise, the Marlins, are an embarrassment to Major League Baseball, and they should be moved out of South Florida. Period. End of story. There's no excuse. You got cities in this country clamoring for a baseball franchise. They're headed towards expansion. Miami does not deserve, nor should they keep a baseball team. The attendance in this Braves series is embarrassing. And this is a good team. I can only imagine what it's going to look like when, the Twins blow through, whoever. I mean, there's got to be a couple, 3,000 people at the game. It's just no one in the stands anywhere. What? Why do you have a franchise? And by the way, it's not middle of September. The Marlins are 54-100, and out of it. It's early in the year. The Marlins haven't been terrible to start. You've got one of the big draws, best teams in the league coming to town, and there's no one at the building. Well, why do you have a team then? 3 games in a row. I bet if you added them all up, you might get to $20,000. We do better than that here. We could put a major league team. If there was a major league team playing in the Jumbo Shrimp Park, it will be sold out, packed. And now, granted, that's only 10, 12,000, but it will be sold out, packed every single game. And Jacksonville is not first in line of cities that would do best with Major League Baseball. Miami, it didn't work. I don't know what market size really brings you in today's day and age where every single person, no matter where they live, has the same access to programming as the big markets do, streaming and otherwise. I will get into the tarps off a little bit later. It's a fun story. It's not that big a deal. But I'll just package up Otani. Oh, by the way, Chris Sale, who was on the mound yesterday and won for the Braves, who just keep on winning through injuries and other issues. Chris Sale now in 8 of his starts this year. Let me see how many starts Chris Sale has made. Like he must have thought he was in the twilight zone with the Braves scoring 9 yesterday and a 9-1 win. He must have thought he was in the twilight zone, but Chris Sale is one of those guys who every time he pitches, the Braves don't score, right? Seems like every team every year has that guy that when he goes to the mound, his team doesn't score. Sale has made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's made 10 starts this year. In 8 of his 10 starts, he's given up 0 or 1 run. 8 of the 10 starts for Chris Sale, they've gotten 0 or 1 run in his start. And his ERA now, by the way, yesterday he went 7 innings, gave up 1 earned run. His ERA now in the year, 1.89.
Sounds like he need to start more.
Oof. He does start. Every 5th day, brother. That's all they can do every 5th day. Back with a football fix. Hey, Aaron Rodgers is back, and even he says for the last time. That and more when we return.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update.
Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Spencer Strider, $1.43 favorite at the Marlins today. And the final game of the series at Lone Depot Park. Marlins plus 119 on the money line. The total is 7.5. That number is shaded to the over. It's a series finale between the Braves and Marlins. The Braves back at Truist Park on Friday to open up a weekend series with the Nationals. Florida Gators meet Alabama in the quarterfinal round of the SEC tournament today in Hoover. Gators $1.60 favorite. Alabama plus 124. Florida State will meet the Pitt Panthers in the quarterfinal round of the ACC tournament tomorrow in Charlotte. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keystoprogress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
All right, here we go. Jacksonville summer's around the corner, and the heat is bringing the pressure early. Your AC takes the field. It's trying to hold up the weight. Warm air, weak airflow. The system's in trouble. Time to make the call. Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Experienced AC techs, honest pricing, and they'll get it done right the first time. And here's the play right now. Take $500 off the total price of a new AC system during the Memorial Day promotion. That's how you stay cool and win the day. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
What was the original name of The Who? The answer coming right up.
Just letting your homeowner's insurance renew each year may cost you money. Shop around and you may find a better plan. Let Southern Oak Insurance give you an option at southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
The original name of The Who. High Numbers.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Attention contractors. Stop wasting time dealing with permits yourself. Use PermitRockstar.com. Their permitting platform helps contractors cut permitting delays by up to 80%. Stop waiting and start building with PermitRockstar.com.
The Golf Club at Southampton is super excited for what's next, and that's brand new greens and plenty more to add to your golfing experience. While renovations are underway, you can still come out, hit the practice area, and keep your game sharp. Plus Thursday night trivia, always fun, and music on Friday nights on the patio. Check it all out at golfsouthampton.com or their Facebook page. Membership opportunity right now where you can take advantage of a great deal before the renovation is complete. Call 287-PLAY and check out the latest from the Golf Club at Southampton.
Hi, Frank Frangie here, inviting you to join my wife and me June 22nd of 2027 as we experience the food, wine, and culture of iconic Italy with Colette. Our journey takes us to historic cities and enchanting medieval towns. we'll enjoy a wonderful 7-night stay in the Montecatini Term A famous resort and spa town nestled in the heart of the rolling hills of Tuscany. Visit the cultural treasures of Florence, Pisa, and lovely Lucca. Along the way, we'll discover the food, wine, and old world charm, and even have a special chef-led cooking class. This and so much more. Colette handles the details, flights, hotels, meals, and the local experiences. Your only job is to have the time of your life. Don't miss joining my wife and me in Italy. Now, to learn more, visit 1010XL.com or call Colette at 800-581-8942.
Come away with me.
That's 1010XL.com or call Colette at 800-581-8942.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
I'm the thread that's already inside the house. In the closet, under the bed, in the car. But I don't want your money or your TV. I can't be scared away or negotiated with. I'm patient and quiet. I don't sleep. You can't call the cops on me. You can't even see me. I'm the threat of family fire. And as long as your guns aren't stored securely, I'll be there. Protect your family. Secure all your guns. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
Shout out to you space cadets out there. I guess we had a rocket launch this morning, so some folks are sending in some photos. I've been texted some as well. It used to be those were so few and far between. They were a big deal. If you sat out there on the beach, it feels like those things are going up one a week. If the conditions are right, you can see them pretty far, too. I tried to give you a heads up on one that was a few weeks back. Remember, I ended up missing it? Shocker, right, gang? Shocker, I missed it. PGA Tour off the major is at the Byron Nelson. I used to love the Byron Nelson when it was at Las Colinas because when my parents lived out in the Dallas area and I'd go out on vacation through my friends here at the PGA Tour, they would get me set up at Las Colinas. So I played out there probably 4 or 5 times through the years, and it's so much fun. And a lot of you know this because you've been fortunate enough to at least once play the stadium course. But it's fun to watch those PGA Tour events when they're playing on a course that you've played. Not that we need to in any way try and understand what they're going through, but you know the ins and outs, the nuances exactly. And so I enjoyed it when it was at Las Colinas. It was a little bit more of a fun watch because I had more of a working knowledge of the golf course. They moved it away from that track. Gosh, it's been, I don't know. Maddie will probably know the answer to that. Here's a trivia question, by the way, and I can't say this for sure. We'll ask him. You're darn right. But the logo, the Live Forever Golf logo,
one of my favorites in the game.
Famous silhouette of our guy. Just a moment of frustration. We'll just call it that.
Yeah, gives me Ken Griffey vibes too. By the way,
it kind of does. Looks like yeah. I think I might have been at the Byron Nelson. I don't know why
that's good trivia.
I don't know why that's sticking in my head. And I also got forwarded a tweet. We'll play "This Is Your Life," Matt. I'm going to ask him if he remembers a certain situation that somebody sent me of a tweet from years ago during an event that Maddie was playing. But yeah, the logo may have been born at the Byron Nelson. I'll ask him. Sometimes I feel like he wants to downplay the logo. Other times I feel like you get that feeling sometimes. I kind of get that a little bit. I get it, right? Great. I won 2 times, millions of dollars, but yeah, it's the logo.
Good logo.
He's a good sport about it either way, but I believe it was that. I don't care. If we step on toes and minorly hurt feelings, we'll work through it together in tandem as a brotherhood. But I got to at least verify or shoot down that the logo was actually born at the Byron Nelson Classic. Fire the band, E. We got a football fix. Let's get on schedule here. Fred Taylor joins us at 7:15. Man, this don't move the needle for me at all, nor should it. The Steelers have gotten way too much credit for being average for so long. Because the way they are not handling the quarterback position like dynasties handle the quarterback position. Dynasties don't go 5, 6, 7 years wandering the wilderness. They're handling the quarterback situation more like the Colts than the Niners. More like the Colts than the Chiefs. You know, teams that have Pro Bowl level quarterbacks, but go get the better one than even them. This is a joke, man. 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers, and you expect to compete in the AFC? Have you taken a look around your division? That's Lamar Jackson, then that's Joe Burrow. Have you looked around the conference? That's Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert. Have you met Trevor Lawrence? Do you know Josh Allen? Hey, there's Drake May. Hey, Pittsburgh. This is a clown show, bro. And I know this is, what are we yelling now for? We knew this was coming. Yeah, I guess we did. But just another time, another chance. And poor Mike McCarthy. You sure you want this job, bro? You sure? You know, there is no world where Aaron Rodgers is anywhere near good enough to even get the Steelers into the playoffs, much less win a Super Bowl. You're punting on an entire year, as you have now for the last 4 or 5 years. Again, take the example from the Colts. Old retread, past their prime quarterbacks like Matt Ryan and Phillip Rivers and Russell Wilson and Carson Wentz, and they don't work. Justin Fields, how many? So let's go back to Aaron Rodgers, the 42-year-old, who did, I guess the news yesterday, who did say it would be his final season. This is it. There's a part of me that says, thank God, man. Enough already. So maybe off to the darkness retreat. We shall see. Quarterbacks in the news. Clint Kubiak, ecstatic with what he's seen from Fernando Mendoza to this point. Says he's been, quote, as advertised. Joe Burrow has one run to the Super Bowl in him as the Bengals quarterback. There's a lot of momentum gathering behind the Bengals. If you look at it, as we've been doing a lot with the Jags and forecasting the schedule, if you look at how the AFC is forecast, there's a lot of love for the Bengals, who many people are projecting to be a double-digit win team. Well, to that end, Joe Burrow, yesterday we learned Kid Cudi stopped and paid a visit. But yesterday when meeting the media, says it's the most talented Bengals team that he's been on. Bengals coming off 6-11, but had a very busy offseason, a slew of acquisitions, including a trade for Pro Bowl defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence. He says it's the best collection of guys they've had in his 7th season, and that does include the 2021 Super Bowl team. Nah. Bill Belichick makes a rare admission. Says, yeah, it was probably time for Tom to go when he went. He understands why he went. Of course, when Belichick followed shortly after, just a couple of years later, it'd be easy. All right, we'll save this for a further segment, but we're to that point where draft classes have had 3 years, and it's time to regrade the old drafts. In this case, it means looking back to our previous era. And so where do the Jags stack up in the 2023 draft, and how is that playing into whatever it is they're trying to do now, plus the rest of the grades around the league? We'll dive into that a little bit later this morning. Right now, though, it's 7 o'clock on a beautiful morning in Jacksonville, FLA. You're listening to The Drill, the football fix, brought to you by the home course, the Joint Creek Golf Club, and the Jacksonville Sharks.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
1010XL keeps it live and local even longer. Go into the night with Rick Ballou.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's got 2, maybe 3 good seasons left.
And it's Hacker After Dark.
I think his record speaks for itself.
Evenings on 1010XL.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Get this. Joey and me were supposed to go to this concert next week, right? But then something terrible happened. Joey was driving without a seatbelt. But he didn't wreck. No, he got pulled over. Now Joey has to pay for a seatbelt ticket instead of a concert ticket, and I have to go by myself. How lame is that? So Joey, if you're out there, you're an idiot. Wear your seatbelt or you'll get a ticket.
All across the country, cops are cracking down. Click it or ticket, day and night.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Find out what Pete Prisco is paying attention to.
That's a very good idea.
CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco joins the Frangie Show.
We're gonna have a good time together.
Thursdays on 1010XL. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles.
All right, folks, our private equity fund just bought another one in Jacksonville.
Love it. Let's make sure the website says locally trusted.
Should we change the number to a Florida area code?
Nah, just pretend we're local.
Meanwhile, Holland Sons Plumbing didn't need a rebrand to stay local. We're family-owned, veteran-operated, and proud to call Jacksonville home. So if you want a plumber who actually lives in your neighborhood, not in a boardroom, call Holland Sons Plumbing. Holland Sons Plumbing. Locally owned, nationally unbothered.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Calling all poker players. It's tournament time at Best Bet, and the action is hot. Kick off the month with a single-day stack $30,000 guarantee at Best Bet St. Augustine on May 3rd. Then take your chance at Orange Park with the $400 $40,000 guarantee Greater Orange Park Open on May 9th. Wrap it all up on Memorial Day weekend in Jacksonville with a $400 no-limit hold'em with 6 flights and $200,000 guarantee. See all the details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
I'm local attorney Rick Alexander. In my 30 years practicing law, I've learned you never want to choose money over health. It's always a bad deal. Unfortunately, when someone screws up and you get hurt, that choice is gone. Your only choice is whether you face the future with a lawyer or without one. If you're hurt because somebody screwed up, call me at the practice. The Alexander Law Practice, 904-400-6600, or alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
When you're craving scratch-made food, 29-degree draft beer, and the best seat in the house for every game, there's only one place to go, Twin Peaks. E.T. here, and from juicy burgers and smoked in-house wings to ice-cold brews served by the friendliest team around, Twin Peaks is the ultimate sports lodge. Wall-to-wall TVs everywhere. You'll never miss a moment. So grab your crew and head over to Twin Peaks, where the views are impeccable and the food hits every time. And the beer is always colder than your ex's heart. Twin Peaks. Eat, drink, scenic views.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Jags locked up their draft class. Second rounder Nate Borkacher signed his 4-year rookie deal, the first pick becoming the last to ink. With the Graphite division locked up, UNF grabbed a top 2 seed and a double bye. The team opens the ASUN Series this afternoon, hosting North Alabama. Osprey swinging hot bats. First pitch is at 1. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 7:05 and it's 70 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned for the 7 o'clock hour next, right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, we are back 7:05 on a beautiful morning here on Jacksonville's, I guess we would be considered the South Side. Hope you're up and at 'em. Go have a great day. Be kind. Fred Taylor coming up here in about a little more than 10 minutes. Talk Jags football with him.
This got to be his walkout song. Chris Sale.
For Chris Sale?
This got to be.
Is this Sale? Is this the name of the song? Oh, that would be good. I wonder if he knows. Who sings this?
AWOL Nation.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Right as he, just right as they go to Sale.
Woo!
He's working it. Might get you a job up there doing PA for the Braves.
Come on.
Huh?
I got to go to the Battery, man.
Yeah,
you got to go to that.
Yeah.
No.
What are we doing?
That's on the bucket list, man. I'm going to go.
Yeah, that's an easy one, man.
Yeah,
that's an easy one. You can drive up to that one.
Man, I see, man, it's
Next
a
time
good
you
old
get gritty,
time.
next time you get gritty, if you drive and get gritty, instead of what you don't do very much anymore, you usually fly, you can swing through Atlanta on the way back down.
Yeah,
Because the Battery's not all adult partying. It's just a cool place. I mean, it's plenty of that. That's what you want to do. But it's it's fantastic. I wasn't a big fan of them moving the park. There's a selfish part of me wishes it was still at Turner because that's about 45 minutes less if you're driving up from Jacksonville. Maybe even more depending on traffic. But it's a fantastic area. And you just you're walking down the street of bars and stuff, and then boom, you see the stadium up, but then you kind of walk into a courtyard that before you actually go into the gates, there's, restaurants and shops, and then you go in the gates and there's more restaurants and just tons of cool stuff. And it's a great, easy park to get around.
How far is it in relation to Mercedes-Benz Stadium? Is it close, far?
Mercedes is downtown, and this is up on the north. I mean, look, as the crow flies, if you go over there about 1:30 a.m., you get there in 20 minutes, 15 minutes. But on a normal day of Atlanta traffic, which is one of the circles of hell, I looked it up.
It's goodness.
It's either the 6th circle of hell or the 7th. I don't know, one of them. It's going to take you more like 45 minutes or an hour because inevitably there's going to be 1 or 2 or 3 crashes. And how can there not be? Dude's 8 lanes over here, and he's got to get 8 lanes over there in a quarter mile. I mean, that thing was put together by some sort of masochist, that whole traffic pattern up there in Atlanta. It's absolutely brutal, man. So I'm going to ask you a question. Then we're going to get an official answer. And then I'm going to ask and hope the answer is no if it changes your opinion on anyone or anything. We follow?
Follow.
It's been time now. We're barely registering all the angst or optimism, pessimism, whatever you have about the Jags draft or your team's draft. Truth is, you're not going to know. You won't know for sure in 3 years, but really, unless you give it 3 years to kind of age and settle, you're not going to know exactly what you got out of this draft class for a while. It takes a while. There's a few ways to look at the most recent Jaguars draft class that falls now into that 3-year window, and we can go back and we can look at who they took and how they performed and what their roles are moving forward, and now give you a draft grade. It's now gradable. Now, this draft, I think I know we're going to land with a very, very good grade, but I after we're done with all that, I'm just going to point out there might be a bit of a curve to it. So let me give you the lineup of who the Jaguars drafted in 2023, because I know some of these young players, the exact year they came, can mix and match. And take it all in. It's a large number, 13 picks, the most picks the Jaguars had in franchise history in the 2023 draft. The number 1 pick, the first-round pick that year, came at the bottom of round 1, Anton Harrison.
Okay.
Second-round pick was a head-scratcher at the time, a tight end from Penn State, Brenton Strange.
Mm-hmm.
The third-round pick has since been traded, Tank Bigsby.
All right.
The fourth-round pick was going to be a lot counted of them this year. Not sure what we've gotten to this point, Ventrell Miller. Another 4th-round pick was Tyler Lacey.
Wow.
A 5th-round pick, Yasir Abdullah. Another 5th-round pick, home run, grand slam, but didn't know till year 3. Thank God they didn't like training camp cut him year 2, Antonio Johnson.
Oh, man.
6th-round pick, Parker Washington.
Okay.
6th-round pick, Christian Braswell. 6th-round pick, Eric Hallett. 7th-round pick, Cooper Hodges. 7th-round pick, Raymond Vohasek.
All right.
7th-round pick, Derek Parrish.
All right.
Overall grade.
Oh, you got some value there late, which really brings that up. Oh, you got Brenton Strange in the 2nd round. You got Anton in the 1st. You got Parker, Braswell, and Antonio Johnson. I'm going to get that class, man. I ain't going to lie. That's a B.
It's at least a B.
That's a B.
That's a pretty good class. Now you also you have some pretty big, a 3rd-round miss on Bigsby,
Yes.
a 4th-round miss on Tyler Lacey.
Right.
I will say this: if we look at this draft class 2 more years from now, could be an A+. But as much as we're excited about Brenton Strange in particular, he still hasn't capped off at anything spectacular. He's had moments. He's been a good player. He's been nowhere near an all-star level player. I know we love our guys. We do. I get it. But if you went around and asked people to rank the tight ends in the NFL, Brenton Strange ain't cracking no top 6 or 8. I don't think. Not yet. We'll see. It could be a big year. And my point in saying this is I think it could be even bigger things to come, and you, in some ways, expect it for Parker Washington, Brenton Strange, Antonio Johnson, part of it. Now, I'd give this a solid B+.
Yeah.
You got a starting left tackle. You got an emerging tight end. You have a dynamic wide receiver. You have a, by PFF, 2nd-team All-Pro. Now, with a couple of big ifs still left, if Ventrell Miller can step in and replicate the kind of production that Devin Lloyd gave you, it's a really good draft. Now, here's where it's a little bit of a curve. You did have 13 picks. I mean, you threw a lot of dice there at the end. As good as the Parker Washington round 6 pick is, Eric Hallett, Cooper Hodges, Raymond Vohasek, and Derek Parrish are just lit the money on fire and threw it off the bridge.
Yeah.
Now, Hodges local, and we rooted for him. He did get injured, but having the 13 picks, it may be your success rate. I mean, really, there's 4 keepers from that draft. I mean, you could say Ventrell Miller, and I hope he is. If you could only keep 4, it wouldn't be him. And I'm not sure you wouldn't want do-overs on all but 4.
And then yesterday we found out, wasn't Tank Bigsby, what list was he on?
Oh, it was like no, I think we were just talking about him because he's going to get more carries, they think, as Saquon eases out of some of that. But he averaged 5 point something carry, I think, last year. I think that's or guys that are going to get more use.
Yeah.
I don't remember the framework of the.
I wouldn't mind having Tank on in this running back room, right?
Yeah, you know what? I was thinking that the other day. We kind of went. We've been down that road. I reckon. I don't. He seemed to get opportunities to win that job, and he didn't win it. Now I don't know. Obviously, they didn't think or if they did, it didn't bother them. They didn't think either ceiling was high enough to worry about it too much. But if you knew for sure that Etienne wasn't going to be back, it was curious. I think you come in before those guys ever got on the field. Etienne or Bigsby, they drafted 2 running backs.
That's true.
So they definitely wanted to put their imprint. Now, one of those running backs was Bashel Tutin, an awful lot being counted on by him. So when we come back on the other side, we'll talk to one of the best running back in Jaguars history and one of the best to ever play the game, Fred Taylor, for our weekly segment with him, and going to ask him about Tutin and what the ceiling might be for this young prospect, what it needs to be for this Jags offense to keep rolling. All right, Matt Every joins us bottom of the hour. We got Doc Kevin Murphy this hour as well. You are listening to The Drill on 1010XL, 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. When something happens in Jacksonville, you'll know. Because 1010XL is Jacksonville. We live here, we work here, we play here. This is home.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Meet John and Ben Lupo, first and second generation owners of Jacksonville's Beards Diamonds.
We can do things that these corporate stores cannot do. Make decisions on the spot. Our pricing is better than anybody else's. We do not do commissions.
We really try to keep it a family environment, relaxed. We're not trying to sell you what we want. We're trying to listen to what you want.
In fact, don't be surprised if you end up spending less at Beards than you had budgeted, because they're going to teach you how to buy a diamond like a dealer buys and show you how to buy smart.
If we can save the consumer money, we're all about that. If we can achieve the same look, the same quality, and for them to spend less, that's what Beards is built on.
Why pay more if you don't have to?
Dad always taught me from day one is you got to look at the diamond. You can't just buy off the paperwork. Rather than us just saying, hey, this one's $7,000, the other one's $10,000, we're going to tell the consumer why this one's $7,000 and why this is $3,000 less, but almost looks identical.
Don't overpay at the Wall Street-owned corporate chain. Get the transparency and value you deserve at Beards at St. John's Town Center.
Hey, gang, you might be aware credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payment, so they're getting nowhere. But here's what many homeowners don't realize. That use the equity in your home. You can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash, and with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing HELOC, your car loans, get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved, saved over $1,500 a month. And here's the best part with Loan Pronto. You can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long, drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com, see how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto. 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508. Or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com.
When you want to know what's happening in Gainesville, roll with the Gator Report. I'm Joe C. Listen for updates on Florida Gator athletics several times a week on 1010XL. Built by Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
Go, Gator! Make Capital Glass and Shower Doors your premier choice for top-quality glass solutions. With over 40 years of expertise, their team specializes in commercial and residential projects. From elegant shower doors to modern frameless enclosures, they've got you covered. But that's not all. They also offer glass railing systems, glass wine cabinets, and much more. For unmatched quality and service, choose Capital Glass and Shower Doors. Your vision, their expertise. Visit online at capcoglass.com.
Mike Dempsey. If you're thinking about a bathroom upgrade, maybe turning that old tub into a safer walk-in shower, check out 5-Star Bath Solutions. I shopped around, talked to several companies, and I chose 5-Star because their customer service was simply incredible. Responsive, honest, upfront about the entire project, and their pricing was even better than expected. When you're ready for a fresh look, better comfort, and a bathroom space you'll love using every day, schedule your free consultation at 5starbathsolutions.com and get the 5-star experience.
Contractors waste so much time on permitting. Get your time back. Use PermitRockstar.com. We move fast.
Where have you been all my life?
Yeah, we're rock stars and crush construction permits like slash shreds of Les Paul. Permit Rockstars saves hours on paperwork, days on plan reviews, and weeks on inspections. Built by contractors for contractors. PermitRockstar.com. Paperwork, plan reviews, inspections, done.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now, Dan and Jeff hand it off to our halfback.
Fred Taylor, every time he touches it, he's a candidate to go the distance.
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins DUI defense firm on 1010XL.
Always enjoy our conversations with Fred Taylor. Gosh, I've enjoyed watching Fred Taylor do his thing for 30 years. We were talking, Fred, welcome aboard. Good to talk to you again this morning, my man. We were talking earlier this week about this concept of like momentum, and we were putting it on that Knicks Cavs game, if you watched that the other night. And, you know, certain times, I'm sure you playing the sport has felt it. I said there's only been like 3 or 4 times where it almost felt like a supernatural feeling the momentum. Like I've been at an SEC championship game, Florida Bama, where you can like literally almost feel something physical occurring. And I think that 94 game, you're not going to want to talk about this, and at Tallahassee was one of those where you can almost feel something beyond what is, the time space dimension. Do you have any memories of like momentum and how that affected any games you were involved in?
Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, man. Big shout out to ET in the back. I think you hit it on the head. The one game that stands above them all is the Choke and Doke. My freshman year, newly. I had played some game leading up to the Florida State game. But that game we were up 31-3. Just cruising. We had blown out several teams throughout the year. I think Auburn was the only team that had beaten us at that point. But we were on our way, man, looking for a good bowl game placement. And we're up 31-3 by the half. We go in, come out, and, they just start coming back. And they just made a charge like none other. One of the greatest games I've been a part of in college football. And I believe if, rest in peace, Bobby Bowden had continued to believe in the momentum that they had acquired for those last 2 quarters, they would have beaten us. I think if they had gone for 2, they would have beaten us. And you're just in a position where it's pressure filled, and as much as you try to stop the onslaught at charge, things just continue to crumble. And the more you try to fix them, it seems the more they just crumbled, and you start asking yourself, what's happening? Is this just a game that we're supposed to lose? And, as a player, you sit there and you really ask yourself that, like, man, are we even in control? And that Knicks game just is a prime example of poise, being in the moment, having confidence. And the Knicks shown that they were a team that was well-rested, had fresh legs. And, look back a year ago, they had been in that moment. After losing to the Celtics, maybe they told themselves, we can't do this now. Let's look deep. We've been here before. And when you have a Jalen Brunson, when you have an entire squad that's playing defense as well as they are, you get those type of results. Cleveland, let's face it, they're a team that hasn't been there. And James Harden just seems that he can't get the job done in the playoffs to save his life.
I question the direction of any organization while they're sitting around their team. Okay, we're one. Add James Harden away. Whoever says that is not running their front. Like, why do you go get him to begin with? And
you know what you're getting.
Yeah, right. You should know by now. He showed us.
When you make those moves, obviously, you're getting a ton of offense. You're going to get that. Yes, we're going to score. We know this. Then the question mark is, what are we going to be for defense? But you can actually protect him. If he's a guy who isn't greatly known for defense, you can protect those players with other players. But the big question, the biggest asterisk around James Harden is playoff. Is it pressure? Is it the spotlight? He's never really shown that he's been ready for the postseason moment. And legends are made in the postseason. You can be a great regular season player, but until you actually show up and have those big postseason moments, you're just a guy.
That's fair. It's absolutely fair. Fred, you were talking about that 94 game, and I'm rattling in my head because I'm full of, information like this. But it occurs to me, what an unbelievable period of time for you to play at the University of Florida when it comes to the Florida State rivalry. So I'm adding it up, right? 6 times you played the Noles in your 4 years. Yeah, 94, the rematch.
3-2-1.
And by the way, and the games were all like, they all had these special things, whether it was, your 97 game is one of my favorite Gator games of all time, and I'm sure it is for you as well. But what a, you went 3-2-1, is that what it was?
Yeah, it was 3-2-1.
Including a natty?
That was when Yeah, and won the national championship, played in two. And really, that was when the rivalry was at the height, at least for the guys that were in it.
Right.
I mean, even as a fan, after you leave college, you guys, any Gator fan, it's always at a height. But we can look at the Gators team and say, we're not quite, it's a good rivalry because it's an in-state rivalry, but it's not as big because those teams aren't very good. Not until each team becomes a number one or number two in the country, as we were back in those days, then it's just not as intense, right? From a fan perspective, from a player standpoint, you just want to win because they are who they are, and that's how we were. The '97 game, which ultimately, when you meet a Gator fan, or when I meet a Gator fan, you just mentioned it. That was the best game ever played in the Swamp.
Thank you.
Probably one of the best Florida State-Florida matchups of all time, or at least for the guys that were involved and the people that witnessed it. But of all those games that I played, the 6 of them, it was the least significant because we had lost twice.
Right.
We weren't ranked.
Big
Florida State was
underdogs.
ranked.
Y'all were like
But for
14-point
us, it was
dogs.
least significant.
Yeah, big underdogs.
And when I mean least significant,
No,
it didn't have any national championship, outcomes for us. It did for the Seminoles if they had one, but we beat them. They were number one, or at least they were ranked number one in defense. I think they were getting 40 yards a game.
Do you
And
remember?
it wasn't the game that I expected.
Do you remember what Big Mo Collins said when he was asked about FSU and their dominance so far that season? He said, "I'll tell you 3 things about FSU. ACC." Big Mo told him, Fred.
He learned a lot from Coach Spurrier.
Yeah,
he learned a lot.
He's a big old
Coach
man,
Spurrier.
Mo Collins, too. Big Mo is a big
you
old
can't
dude.
spell citrus. What was Coach Spurrier's favorite? You can't spell citrus bowl or citrus without the U and the T.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Spurs. Yeah. The library burned down at Auburn, but luckily most of the books weren't colored in.
Yeah, that's something. So we had a lot of good sayings. And rest in peace, Big Mo, one of my guys, and a guy who actually, ended up becoming a first rounder because of his performance versus the Seminoles. Yeah. When you look at him shutting down the projected, once upon a time number 1 pick, I think he ended up going number 3 to Arizona and Andre Wadsworth or something like that. But Mo played a great game versus Wadsworth. After we ended up losing to those guys up in Doak, and then we won the national championship.
I wanted to ask you, look, the draft is come and gone. The schedule is there, Fred. A lot is going to be expected and counted on of Bashel Tutin. I mean, barring some unexpected big name somehow joining this running back room, they're going to turn over those dudes. And I know Chris Rodriguez will get his carries. You drafted Bashel Tutin, in round 4? I think you made these moves with Etienne and Bigsby the last couple of years with him in mind. So I'll just ask you from what you've seen, and I know it's limited. Give a Jaguar fan the skinny from your perspective on Bashel Tutin, the style of runner he is, and whether you think he can be successful as best as you could guess in this Liam Cohen offense.
Well, first and foremost, the one thing that Bashel has that separates him from the rest of the guys in the room, I mean, you have Chris Rodriguez, LaQuint Allen, Amir, DJ, bringing in the free agent in Jamari Taylor. Those guys has potential. They all have potential. The one thing you can't teach is that 4.3 speed that Bashel has. He has great low center of gravity, but that speed is something that jumps out. And when you give him a lane, I used to tell my linemen, just give me a crease. I'll give me a little tear. I'll turn it into, I'll rip this thing up basically. And that's what he has. And if the defense aren't, disciplined, if they aren't in their lanes, if their gap integrity falls apart, he can be out of there. And that's the one thing that defenses fear the most is a guy with speed. So Bashel, he has the explosive play ability. He's a great zone runner. He has very good vision. Has an amazing jump cut. And to be a premier back in the NFL, you have to be able to press the line of scrimmage, jump cut from gap A to the gap C, which is outside the tight end, and be able to get up on that safety and make him miss and go. And he has that ability. Not to say the other guys don't, but the majority of the other guys are bigger, more short yardage, downhill, pass protector types. But Bashel, he has the ability to get missing, is what I like to call it. But they have a good running backs room that's going to be competitive. I'll be joining them for a few days or a day or so in June, just to kind of spend some time with them, and Coach Cohen and Tony, James, Gladstone. They reached out to me, and I think it'll be a good deal just to kind of be in the building and hang out with the guys and just kind of share, a bit of the things that I learned without being overcomplicated. Their game are their game. The worst you could be is a backseat driver and, a Monday morning coach. I don't want to be that. I firmly believe that they're the CEO when they're out there. They have to trust in their ability. 90% of plays is reaction instincts. The other 10% is IQ, knowing exactly what you're doing, but do it fast. So with the combination of those things, man, I expect success from the running back room as much as they had a year ago.
One last thing for you, Fred, before we let you go. As it turns out, I wonder if the Jags wouldn't have wanted to get Bashel Tutin more carries as a rookie. He's only got 83 carries, right? I mean, in a perfect world, it would a little bit more experience, seeing defenses and picking up on the speed, or can all that just be learned and picked up by the time, you get into your regular routine as the starter?
Yeah, he didn't have a ton of carries, but, I mean, you have to also throw in the passing game. He was used in the passing game, screen game. Those aren't considered carry, but those are touches. His preparation, I think the speed of the game has slowed down as the season went for him. His awareness will increase this year. What's expected of him will increase. Just being back, practicing, getting those repetitions, everything is going to slow down for him, which will allow him to play faster. So I do expect that his carries will increase, and as those increase, things will just kind of fall into perspective for him. And the game will slow down. He'll be able to do what he did in college. So, but again, the coaches have a decision to make. Is it going to be running back by committee? We know LeQuint, how physical he is and what he did in the pass game and pass protection. And that's the first goal, protecting Trevor Lawrence. Certainly on those third downs, which the Jaguars had made leaps a year ago from previous years and third down play. And that's a big thing, man. And that's one of the things that keeps the chains moving. So I expect it to be more so running back by committee, where LeQuint will get his reps as well. But Bashel has to be very explosive on first, second down, along with Chris Rodriguez, who they paid. They didn't pay him to come in and sit him down.
No,
they paid him to come in and do what they believe he could do. So it'll be interesting to see how it unfolds.
All right. Well, Fred, appreciate you, my man. Always enjoy the conversation, and looking forward to some of that experience you're going to have with that Jags running backs room here coming up next month. Have a great week. We'll talk to you next week, Freddie.
See you guys in a bit.
All right, my man. There he goes. That's Fred Taylor. He could jump cut it. He could jump cut it to the paint, E.T. That's what he did. From one University of Florida Hall of Famer to another. Out with Fred Taylor, in with Matt Every. Maybe a quick 10-minute drill when we return. Doc Murphy's still to come this hour. All that and more loaded up on a Drill Thursday here on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Frank Frangie here, and Big Chief Tire makes it easier than ever to get the tires you need with the Big Chief credit card. No annual fee, low monthly payments, and great promotional financing. Plus, you get free flat repairs and rotations, and right now, $50 off your first purchase when you sign up. I love how simple they make everything. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com to apply for the credit card and get the tires you need today. That's Big Chief Tire.
All right, gang, Hicken here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Nobody but nobody takes better care of your skin care needs, your skin care products, and Beaches Dermatology. And I'm telling you, at some point in time, it's going to warm up again here in the Sunshine State. They just want to remind you, even when you're outside in the cold, if the sun is out, protect that skin. Protect that skin. Protect those ears. Second most common place of skin cancer, I'm told. Be careful. Long sleeve dry fits, sunscreen, floppy hats, whatever it takes. Just be careful out there. That's all that we ask. And if something does show up, then you may have to go see Dr. Boudreaux, Dr. Metz, Dr. Fader with the most surgery. But you know what? Don't worry. They've been taking great care of me for decades. I appreciate them all so very much. Here's what you do. Something shows up, you make an appointment. You go online, beachesdermatology.com, find the location that best serves you. I go to the one off Solano Road. I appreciate all those folks out there. Great people. Recommend them highly. For all your skincare needs, all your skincare products, Beaches Dermatology, beachesdermatology.com.
Did you know there's local savings sitting in your mailbox right now? Money Pages is packed with real coupons from your favorite local businesses. Save money at restaurants like Al's Pizza, on pet care at Forever Vets, and on entertainment for the whole family at the Alhambra Theater. Plus, make sure to download the Money Pages app for savings on the go. Money Pages in your mailbox right now.
Yo, what's happening, people? It's your main man, E.T. here, and I got a public service announcement. Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. And it goes down game days and fight nights with TVs wall to wall. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that's always coming through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late at night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Attention skilled electricians, are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just a job, but an experience, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
If someone you love needs a pick-me-up, then it's time to get serious about it. And send them a Kuhn floral arrangement. E.T. here with 1010XL. You'll be assured of a quality delivery, that's for sure. Log on and order online at kuhnflowers.com.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is not affiliated with the NFL or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Discussion regarding injuries is solely based on opinion. Coming up, the weekly Southeast Orthopedic Specialists medical.
And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it! 10-minute drill, then Doc. We like to keep you guys ultimately prepared. But look what the cat drug in. Matt Every is joined us, ET. We're still waiting to put together the big intro theme for you. I know you demanded one.
Little late. Wife
Yeah.
wouldn't let me out of bed this morning.
She wouldn't?
No.
Well, you have that magnetism.
I guess.
There's something about you that way.
I guess.
Yeah. How's life treating you, brother?
It's great. I've been slammed. I worked like 30 days in a row.
Man, people, I know you like when I butter your toast, and people are talking. I hear nothing but good things, like unsolicited. People say, hey, man, I saw your buddy Matt here. I saw every there.
Yeah, we did.
It's time to get you, I'm ready to get you on the, Jim Nantz dulcet tone to send it down to you.
Well, don't hold your breath. Look, there might be some opportunities coming up here in the next year. There's only so many spots, but I feel like I'm doing
What
all
are
right
you
right
doing?
now.
I
do the
let's start with the Monday night show. That's every week.
Yep, I have a show Monday night. It's on the
Golf Channel.
Yes, 7 o'clock Golf Channel every Monday night called The Drop. It's myself and my co-host Alex O'Loughlin.
Sure, you guys do a wonderful job.
Thank you. And then I do the ESPN DraftKings betting feed for all the signature events.
Okay.
It's myself, Jonathan Coachman, and Michael Collins.
Okay. You couldn't get in the kid and the caddy campaign.
Griffey, he just
shut you out of that?
He just name drops Griffey. He doesn't bring him in.
Okay.
And then sprinkle in a few PGA Tour lives. Last week I was working for ESPN up at the PGA. It was awesome. What an event that was. Dude.
Yeah, that golf course.
My favorite major I've ever been to.
They're all complaining about. Is it founded?
What do you mean?
The players complaining about the golf course.
No, I don't think they were.
It's been a little bit.
Justin Thomas loved it.
Aaron
Rye loved it.
I said this. Yeah, you think
Roy didn't like it because he couldn't play out of the rough.
I don't count him. Those guys make too much money for me to consider their opinion. If they could play the PGA there every year, I'd say just play there.
Same.
Yeah.
Dead serious. Dude, I was on the ground walking. Most of the time I'm in the studio.
Okay.
I was on site walking and I found myself probably 5 times last week taking my phone out of my pocket and taking a picture of a pin placement.
That's saying
like how nuts it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like
maybe that's the setup they were complaining about more than the golf course.
They look like greenskeeper revenge. Day, a couple of them.
Yeah.
It really did.
Or they put in a flagstick from the edge.
The cool part was they weren't coming in with 7 irons; they're coming in with wedges to these pins. So it was doable.
Makes it fair.
Yes. The other thing too is something I noticed there: the crowds. I've never seen crowds like that. I've never been to a Ryder Cup, to be fair, but at a golf event, like it was
rowdy,
mobbed. Yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
Do you like? Or is the game headed towards this like too much USA V? If it's not a USA event, like some of the Europeans are getting like USA taunts.
I don't know. Maybe
it's not enough.
I don't. I don't.
It's not enough to matter.
No,
that's not a story to you.
No.
Okay.
No.
It's not a story to the tough guys like Matt Fitzpatrick and to the sissy boys like Rory. It hurts their feelings.
Yeah, he kicked someone out.
Yeah, Rory's these guys, man. I'll put Scheffler right. I mean, whatever. He's got some dogged determination. And all of them, bro. You guys live such out of step with the rest of the world.
He got Buddy kicked out?
Yeah, he did, because I don't know what he said.
I thought he was saying USA.
He probably said something more than
those fans up there were great, man. They were giving it to Spieth and Scheffler the whole week. I had both of those guys on the ground a couple days, and it was anytime.
This guy's like Gladstone on the ground.
Anytime.
On the grass.
Anytime they messed up, they were just riding them with Eagles chants. I had the last day, it was super hot out, and I don't
Scheffler Cowboy fan.
Yeah. I don't like to wear a hat when I'm working. My head's too big is the reason. So I was just wearing shades, but it was freaking hot. So I was using an umbrella out there, and they were wearing me out. They were like, "Nice umbrella." I can't say the rest.
Who gave you the umbrella?
ESPN.
Oh,
what kind of umbrella was
the brand?
That was just a sunbrella.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A little sunbrella.
Yes.
Gotta have it.
I'm not trying to get more skin cancer on this face.
We'll talk more about the event and golf in general, but first, Aaron Rye. I mean, I will say this: unless Aaron Rye can somehow add another to the trophy case, we'll never, ever, ever in the history of and future of golf have a major champion who wears 2 gloves and puts iron head covers on his clubs.
Yeah,
that'll never happen again. So that uniqueness was part of this, of his story, quite frankly. And the reason behind the iron head covers is a sweet one.
It's been beat to death.
It has been beat to death.
Yeah.
but it's an odd look. I haven't seen it since I was like a junior in high school.
My favorite part of all this is this iron cover story with Aaron Rye this is 10 years old.
See, I mean,
it's been around forever. But the coolest part is whenever golf comes into the big scope of things in the sports world, like 5 or 6 times a year, the major championships, TBC, maybe another event, the big time riders come in and they break this news like it's breaking news.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, this has been 10 years old. Like,
well,
what
the problem is that in 10 years, if you've watched golf every week, you've seen Aaron Rye like 61 times.
I'm a big Aaron Rye fan.
No, I'm not dismissing that, but I'm just saying he's not a featured player.
Like
you very
probably
rarely see
not
him.
the most gifted guy physically.
Really?
Definitely.
He doesn't
not.
look like he's some
Definitely
BSH. That's
no,
for sure.
No. That's just all discipline and hard work right there.
Yeah, well, good. But doesn't feel like the kind of guy who will win multiple majors. It feels like this will be his week in the sun.
Well,
like the same thing I was saying about
that.
JJ Spawn, the same thing I said about Lucas Glover, the same thing you can say about.
There was a pretty special performance you put on the back nine.
It was.
I mean, you say that you don't know what that kind of confidence could do for a guy like him who maybe has been playing 10-2 golf, grabbing the steering wheel his whole career, does something like this. Who knows? Maybe it puts him over the top. Now, would it surprise me if he never contends in another contends?
Yeah. I don't mean any disrespect by it, but it just has more of a Schwartzel, Immelman, Graham McDowell kind of feel.
Sure.
Anyway, that's here nor there. He had a great week and couldn't happen to a nicer guy, literally is what they say. One of the nicest guys on tour.
Yeah.
That's not what they say about us. But we'll be back with another nice guy, Doc Kevin Murphy, known for his bedside manner as we go inside the injury report next on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Some people call it X. What? Some still call it Twitter.
Okay, I got it.
Whatever you call it, it's the best place for up-to-the-minute Jags coverage from 1010XL.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
In a world where chains seem to take over, it's awesome to have a locally owned retailer who's only focused on Jacksonville, FLA. Hick and here from my friends at Beard's Diamonds. All those jewelers in the town center, they're owned by big Wall Street companies, except Beard's Diamonds. Beard's Diamonds is local. They've been serving our area for more than 4 decades. Add a Lupo's when you go in there. They'll take great care of you. Beard's is the one with the massive diamond inventory, all shapes and sizes. Beard's has all the top bridal brands like Decory and Viraggio. Beard's has the strongest warranties. Beard's wins on price every day. In fact, Beard's guarantees to beat any national chain store on price, so don't buy anywhere until you get a second opinion at Beard's. You'll get a bigger, better quality diamond for your money and backed by local folks with integrity and local accountability. It's refreshing to see a local place that gives you a better selection. Don't buy a diamond in Jacksonville without seeing your best option at Beard's Diamonds at the St. John Town Center. Shop local. Shop Beard's Diamonds.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball is home at ViStar Ballpark this week and weekend. Join us tonight for Coors Light Thirsty Thursday. Tomorrow, a special UF Health Hat giveaway for EMS Appreciation Night on Friday with a Honey Dripper Sunshade giveaway from Arlington Toyota and ViStar on Saturday and CSX Military Appreciation on Sunday. Get your tickets now at jackshrimp.com.
To catch more fish, you gotta think like a fish. Captain Kevin and the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show, reeled in by the Pest Pros at Royal Pest Services, and awaken 180 weight loss.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville, earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnik's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnik. For 3 generations, Nimnik has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnikBuickGMC.com today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is not affiliated with the NFL or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Discussion regarding injuries is solely based on opinion. Coming up, the weekly Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Medical Report featuring Dr. Kevin Murphy, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, upper extremities, and arthroscopy of the shoulders and knees. Dr. Murphy is a nationally and internationally recognized orthopedic expert. He's a former orthopedic consultant to the White House and the Pentagon, and currently serves as head team physician for UNF and Northeast Florida area high schools.
Yeah. Like, my neck and my back.
They both hurt. My shoulders hurt. Doc's a perfect guy to have in.
Yeah.
I think my shoulder. I'm starting to suspect that my shoulders hurt because I'm lazily not doing anything to build any strength and support around them. So
you've been complaining about your shoulders for a bit.
Yeah, I can't. It's to the point now that I can't sleep. Just anywhere I turn, they just hurt, Doc, and I don't want to go to the doctor. Dang it! He's looking at me.
I got torn.
Doc's looking at me like, "Yep."
Torn labrum for years. Last night at baseball practice, some of the dads. We
sure you do.
At the
they
end,
love doing that.
At the end, we were seeing how far we could throw a ball.
Oh, no.
My arm's still tingling right now.
No, this is nothing happened. I don't know what it is, but never mind me. Let's talk about a more important people. I was going to bog down, Doc, with some silliness and, why do 3-year-olds have as much energy as they have? But I'm going to save you from that silliness. If you could bottle 3-year-old energy and sell it, buddy, we'd all be rich in about a half. What do they have? Too many hormones for their little bodies? How do they go? Like, what? It's like scientifically. I'm not even being silly here.
Yeah, they go, and then they stop.
Yeah.
Right?
We don't get to stop.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Doc's like, what are you talking about? So Jalen Williams has the hamstring. He was the Oklahoma City All-Star. He went out in the first round early, and he sat completely, the rest of that series, all the last series. Came back, played game 1, game 2, last night, first quarter, hamstring. That's it for him for the postseason?
Probably. Yeah, we talked about that. If you bring him back too soon and he grabs his hamstring again, you start over, right? So at a minimum. So you're a minimum do the 3-week thing again that didn't work this time. So you're probably double that for sure. So he's pretty well done.
Now, it's interesting because the Knicks have a player almost like in the same boat, OG Anunoby, who's had some hamstring issues in the past and who also tweaked his and then sat out the rest of that previous series. He returned in game 1 against the Cavs. He's still a go, but this is kind of a cautionary tale, right? I mean, I'm sure the two guys are dealing with something real similar. And I would think of all of the sports in the world to have to try and play through a hamstring injury, that NBA basketball would be literally the toughest.
That's
Stop, start, sprint, jump. I mean, it's all
wide receivers and similar athletic, real
but
athletic
everyone
guys
on the basketball court who's not a big lumbering center has to put up with a little bit.
Even
of
that,
so.
if you try and sprint and run down the court, that push-off sprint is what gets you. It's the jogging back and forth he could probably do, so you may get some minutes out of him where he's jogging up and down and shooting, but to really play and sprint up and down and really leap off that leg is going to be a difficult task.
Matt, they're saying that your umbrella was actually a parasol, and that's why they were after you.
Parasol.
Yeah, that's like the little dainty, little feminine, little.
Oh,
little,
no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Parasol, that's an old term. You're okay with that?
Yeah.
You kind of.
What's up with De'Aaron Fox for the Spurs?
Also, is that you? They're saying, is that not you? They're saying that maybe that was you there or no? No,
no, that's not me.
Here come the memes. Here come the memes, ladies and gentlemen.
That's great. That's great. I'll tell you what, it is a game changer though. That umbrella in the summer.
Yeah. Well, I've never used one. To be honest with you, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I've used an umbrella for sun shade.
20 degrees cooler.
By the way, I'm being told it was Jalen Williams' other hamstring.
What?
Which is the one that was hurt in the regular season.
Jeez.
Remember we said he hurt his hamstring, but it was not the one that was hurt in the regular season. Well, now apparently last night we're back to the opposite hamstring from the one that he hurt in the playoffs.
Well, that's even worse.
So now he's got neither leg is worth a flip.
That's even worse. So
Right?
obviously he was putting more stress on that one, trying to limit his use of
That's
his
what happened,
more injured
right?
one.
Yeah, and so now we're
Wow.
like big time trouble, right?
Yeah, don't plan on him coming back.
The Braves have had a just a one after the other of small time injuries, and they've been, they're all of these grade 1 designations for the most part. And we've seen Acuna leave, and now he's back. But now Drake Baldwin, who's been fantastic and their best hitter, he's out with an oblique. So, and again, it's grade 1. They expect the minimum amount of missed time. So I would, assume that would be.
Yeah, these core injuries are vague. Yeah, but in a rotational athlete like that, it's going to bother him. Can he come back? For sure. If it's a grade 1, not a complete tear of anything, for sure he'll be coming back. But it's probably a 3-week deal.
Doc, we were talking last week about this Brewers pitcher who threw 49 pitches over 100 miles an hour his last start, and that followed a start where he threw 43 over 100 miles an hour. Did we talk about this last week a little bit? I say that because I'm looking here at, I'm going through the Major League Baseball injury list here of people you could talk about. If you're a pitcher who has ever thrown in the 90s, just one a week is going down somewhere. It's Jose Barrios now, full Tommy John surgery on his right elbow Wednesday. We're talking about, by the way, Mizrowski for Milwaukee, who, again, you throw that hard, that long, eventually something's going to snap, right? I mean, and then we went down. Every single one of these hard throwers is had or will have Tommy John. Is there?
The biomechanics of the elbow have been tested pretty extensively, and that ulnar collateral ligament cannot withstand that kind of torque for repetitive use.
What are we doing now with this loose body designation? It's funny how these medical terms come along that have never been used much, and now this is the vogue term these days. It's loose bodies. Max Fried, by the way, I know this story, the former Brave, loose bodies after a throw to first for the Yankees the other day. Barrios, who just had the Tommy John surgery. This all started in the postseason last year when he had loose bodies removed from his right elbow. What are we doing here with the semantics, Doc?
Well, why do you have loose bodies? So loose body is a little piece of cartilage floating around in the joint. Well, that got knocked off the end of the bone because the joint's unstable and the bones are banging together. So it's a result of the instability of the ulnar collateral ligament creating the bones smacking together when you throw, and it knocks little pieces off that cause mechanical symptoms. You can put a scope in there and pluck those out. But the underlying cause is the looseness of the ulnar collateral ligament.
So if you are a baseball fan and your favorite pitcher ever goes to the 10-day with, quote, loose bodies, it's because he's going to tear his UCL.
Well, he already has stretched it for sure.
To the point
that it's causing symptoms. So he is on it's a slope downward to
Code word
Tommy
loose
John.
bodies. Really look out for that. That's a more dangerous than it sounds. Huh?
It's a trigger word.
Yeah.
Loose bodies.
Yeah, it seems.
Well,
it seems like.
But that's
no big deal. We got some loose bodies. We'll take care of that.
Yeah, it's like in a knee. People come in and say they have a Baker cyst. Well, what is that? It's swelling in the back of your knee because you have problems inside the joint. It's not a thing in of itself. It's a result
caused
of the
by
thing.
the real problem.
Right.
Gotcha.
Same deal.
Anything else?
Do you diagnose yourself? Like when you get sore, how does that work?
That's just the questions we like.
Typically just ignore things myself.
See, that's my guy. That's why he doesn't ride me too hard. When I just tell him my shoulder's hurt and then don't go see him.
Yeah.
He's like me. Whatever. We'll live.
Well, it's like a barber. Like they can't cut their own hair.
Yeah.
Right?
Can you?
Oh, yes, they can.
Yeah. I think they probably go to that that mirror.
Maybe
why you got a hat on today?
maybe with clippers, Eve. That's
Yeah,
about
clippers.
it.
Yeah, absolutely.
E, let me see your hair.
Oh, no,
Nothing yet?
Whatever.
Oh, it's starting to feel rough. That's why I got a hat on. I'm starting to
he's
feel
not
it.
allowed to cut his hair or his beard for like 5 weeks, is it?
Yeah,
5 weeks.
5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Yeah, he spun the wheel. I want him to. Well, I would have been 6 weeks.
That's a good one to get if you're going to spin the wheel, I think.
Yeah, he got lucky.
But
That's
you
all
get
he
some
needed.
ingrown hair.
Yeah, but it was going to be 6 weeks, and then he started singing some song and dance about it couldn't be 6 weeks because he had this,
I
that, and
got
the
my
other. And then it
birthday
turns
coming
out,
up and
yeah,
all
but then
that.
it turns out the 6 weeks would have hit that window. You still would have got it done before then. So we're going to leave that open.
Wheel's already spent. Deal is already
All right,
done.
Doc, appreciate you, my man. Have a great week. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, best in the business, Doc Kevin Murphy. We'll be back with more next. Matt Every in studio with us for the rest of this morning. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL, 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
What is the name of this network again?
1010XL.
It's sports.
Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Around the clock. Sports all the time.
Jacksonville's live and local sports radio.
That's never going to work.
1010XL. Jacksonville Sports Superstation.
Dinner tonight? Make it easy and make it something everyone will love. With the Flame Broiler Family Meal Plan, you can feed 4 fast with fresh, flavorful options. You get 20 ounces of your choice of protein. Mix and match your favorites, plus steamed rice and a fresh veggie medley. It's a complete no-stress meal the whole family can agree on, starting at just $34.99. Skip the cooking tonight. Bring the family together and stop by any of Flame Broiler's 5 locations today. Hey roofers, finish and close out jobs same day with PermitRockstar.com. Their full-service permitting platform helps contractors cut permitting delays by up to 80%. Stop waiting and start building with PermitRockstar.com.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey, gang, Prosser here. When it comes time to sell your home, I'll tell you, you got one option. It's Chad and Sandy. Or another option, just fruitless frustration. Now with Chad and Sandy, see, they get to the solution real quick. Let's get to the punchline. Your home sold guaranteed or they will buy it. That's why you got to go to ChadAndSandy.com or call them today at 414-6200. Government's making moves intended to push mortgage rates lower. The last time rates dropped, we saw a selling and buying frenzy. Now's the time to prepare. You call Chad and Sandy, the proven experts to sell your home. Need max price, need to sell now, fast, easy, stress-free. Chad and Sandy got this science-based Market Max system. It's proven, it's repeatable, and they guarantee they'll sell your home. Using the proprietary Market Max, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. We trust them. You can too. ChadAndSandy.com. ChadAndSandy.com.
Summer's almost here, and that means it's grilling season. Before you overpay at the big box stores, make a stop at Houston's Meat Company on Main Street and 295. For more than 50 years, Houston's has been Jacksonville's local butcher shop, serving up quality meat, incredible prices, and the kind of service you just can't find at a grocery chain. Steaks, burgers, chicken, ribs, whatever's on the grill this weekend, Houston's has you covered. Shop local, grill better. Make Houston's Meat Company part of your weekend tradition.
College football isn't just a season, it's a sisterhood. Bold Ladies is the women's membership group of the TaxSlayer Gator Bowl, where community, connection, and college football come together. This is Stacy from 1010XL, and I enjoy my membership. From exclusive events to networking, philanthropy, and unforgettable game day experiences, Bold Ladies is where women make an impact. Visit TaxSlayerGatorBowl.com and join today.
Memorial Day, friends, family, great food is what we look forward to all year. But when your septic system decides it wants to be part of the conversation, nobody wants that. Getting a pump out now is a smart move before things get, let's just say, uncomfortable. Duck Rooter, Northeast Florida's only master septic contractor. They've seen it all, and they get it right the first time. Right now, get $50 off septic tank pumping. Keep the memories, not the mess. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care, totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Battalion Airsoft Arena. Florida smashed Vanderbilt with 14 hits and an SEC tournament win, rolling into Thursday's quarterfinals against number 4 Alabama. University Christian rolled to a Class 1A state title, topping Geneva as Dixie Tessier powered a near wire-to-wire championship run. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 8:04 and it's 74 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned because Matt Every joins the drill next right here on 1010XL at 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farrah doesn't flinch.
All right, Matt Every's in studio with us for the rest of the program today. So if you have questions about golf, or about Golf World, or golf broadcasting, or anything like 9 o'clock nasty, then Matt would be happy to field your
Preferably
your
the
questions.
nasty. Yeah. ET, first birdie ever.
First one ever, unaided, unassisted.
On the first hole.
On the first hole.
It's right out of the gates.
They say it's the toughest hole on that course.
What course was it?
Plymouth Island.
I don't know if it's
and
the
then how
toughest
to
hole
go
on the
after that.
Double bogey the whole round.
He had a good, you know what he had? He had a good front one and a bad back 17.
But you were probably flying around that whole round after that birdie.
What? You couldn't tell
They
me
heard him at Eagle Harbor.
They
buddy.
heard me in Eagle Harbor.
Did you get it on tape?
No,
really?
I know it was going to be that good.
Well, how long was the birdie? Like how long?
It's
12, 15
about 12, 15 feet.
Okay.
I drove it about 240. Pitcher wedge took it to about 12 to 15 feet. Dropped it. Boom! I did a sprint around it. Man, what?
Running laps around the green.
Does that sound, man?
He loves that.
Man, addicted.
Yeah.
I'm
He's driving
playing today.
the ball well. He's never
Addicted.
driven it consistently.
I
He's
love
been
it.
driving it consistently. So he's just doing the tour de golf yesterday. We're not going to talk about that. The course was ridiculous, but he's going to the yards today. So
It is cool to see
somebody
someone get
the bug,
fall in love with it. Yeah.
You're going to get the guy on the other side of the life cycle when we play later today.
Yeah, it's fine.
The game's
I get
passing me by.
that too.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
What do you know? All right, a couple of things here from the text line. I told you that folks have been weighing in on your broadcasting prowess. I'd like to think that we've helped hone you here with the hours of reps that you've got.
100%.
All right, I kid because I care. From the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, Matt's debate on Thursday at the PGA with the booth guys about a tree being in the way was classic. The booth guys were trying to talk about how much this tree would be in the way if they didn't hit the perfect drive, and Matt fired back how the tree wasn't in the way, and they're exaggerating for TV drama.
They were 100%. That happens a lot. And I'm there to call it out, Jeff.
Well, you did.
Well, they did a live from segment on Wednesday night. I think Smiley did it, and he was hitting shots out of the fairway. He hit a 6 shot actually from about 200 yards to a few feet. But that tree, the way the hole's angled, the wind direction, everything, the way the tree is, there's no low-lying limbs on it. I mean, and you're coming into there with a 7-iron. If you hit that thing, you deserve everything bad that happens to you. It's just a terrible shot. I don't think they did.
I don't either. No. I don't remember that becoming much of a factor at all. All right, I'm going to ask you just a quick question about the brand.
The brand?
Yeah, the Live Forever Golf brand. The logo, was that at the Byron Nelson?
It was.
I got it, E.
It was a different course.
I thought, it was Las Colinas, wasn't it?
No, it was Trinity Forest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that in between Las Colinas and where they are now?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you play Las Colinas? Did you like that course?
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well,
why
the course was mediocre, but the venue was because the hotel was right there.
Yeah, it's right up on the cliff.
It was way more in a happening spot in Dallas than where the other two are. The other two are on the outskirts, kind of just nothing going on.
My parents used to live in McKinney, and so
that's where this is. That's where Craig Ranch is.
The ranch is out there. They were building golf course after golf course when my folks lived there. It's been 20 years.
Tell you a funny story.
Okay, I like funny stories.
Last week on Sunday, I'm walking out on the range and Siwoo's out there, and I'm just saying what's up to him and Manny, his caddy.
He loves Siwoo, by the way. It's one of his.
And he goes, "Are you going?" He goes, "Are you going to McKinney Open next week?" And I was like, "No, I'm not." But that's hilarious.
McKinney Open. That's what they say.
Open.
The golf tournament in the city we're going to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did do you remember who were you? What hole were you on?
What do you mean?
For the logo. What happened? What led to that?
Oh, I finished. That was the last time I played good, Jeff, was that week.
Really?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I might have had a couple things after that,
Sure.
but I finished tied for second that week. I was playing great. That was a par 5. I really think I was like 7 under going into 13. And
now, again, I ask you, this wasn't Las Colinas. This was the other
This
place.
was Trinity Forest.
Okay.
On the
I'm not
second day.
familiar with that course.
And I hit this drive, and there's this little pot bunker in the fairway. And if you clear the pot bunker, it's straight downhill. It rolls like 50 yards. And then I got a 7 iron into a par 5. I'm going to be 8 under through 13.
Gotcha.
Well, I hit this.
And you're thinking about winning the golf tournament.
I think I was leading at the time. So I hit this drive, and I think it's perfect. It's kind of a blind landing area. I get up there, and it's just soldered underneath the lip of this bunker.
Oh.
Like the best I could do is hit this thing 20 feet out of the bunker, and I do, and then just black out after that. And
so it wasn't necessarily that you had a bad. It was just the growing
it was the
frustration
anger
of being
from
in that situation.
Correct.
Yeah.
The shot that I hit had nothing to do with it.
When you do, and because we don't see tour pros lose their cool to the point of heaving the club, when you do, does someone come to you immediately?
And say what?
Like the tour, do they come carrying you? Do they give you like a
they wait.
demerit or something?
A lot of those rules. I was buddies with a lot of the rules officials. I do a lot of stuff right in front of their face just to see if they'd have the nuts to come say anything.
Do you remember who you were playing with that day?
Yeah, it was Sung Kang, because he won that week, and I played with him all 4 rounds. So I remember he was one of the guys. I have no clue who the other guy was, but a lot of times. No, they wouldn't come up to me. They would send a letter in the mail.
Official letter?
Get the letter, and then 2 weeks to appeal. But
is it a fine that comes along with the letter? Is that the biggest punishment they give you?
Yeah. It's not just a letter. There's an amount on there too.
Correct. Yeah. Please remit.
Yeah.
Self-addressed stamped envelope. They take care of all that for you. Big flaw exposed. I'll give the PGA Tour credit. They haven't been reactionary. They've been proactive in trying to develop something that's engaging, a model that fans want, that gets the best golfers together. And when the signature events were first, decided, I thought it was a good idea to separate some of the chaff from the wheat and give us, some weeks where you get that, that more big name feel. And then I watch Aaron Rai win the PGA. And then I take note that the previous week, a signature event on tour, Aaron Rai wasn't good enough to be invited, even though he was 33rd in the world at the time.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to think, well, hold on. I haven't been really paying attention to the signature events. Are we just giving out free cash bonuses to other players that aren't deserving?
Kind of.
Like,
there's a little bit of that.
How are you 33rd in the world and not in a signature event?
Well, I don't know.
And you don't know the parameters, but I'm just saying that's a hole in it. And that, like,
there clearly is a hole there that they gotta fix with
it's
that.
It's annoying me that they're all swimming in the backwash of Scheffler and Rory, Matty. It's just annoying the stew out of me. And for any of these guys, for any tournament thing that Jordan Spieth has a better chance of winning this week than Hitsasune, or that Justin Thomas has a better chance of winning than Aaron Rai, it's offensive.
I agree.
Yeah,
I did like what they just came out with the 120-man fields.
They're going back to that.
Yeah, I'm a fan of.
They need that.
The no cut is disgusting in our sport. It is.
Correct.
And you want to know what's even more disgusting?
What's that? Tell me.
No cut events with sponsor exemptions. That is disgusting. You want to talk about handing out cash to someone that doesn't deserve it? I mean, there's guys. I believe we have 8 however many signature events there are guys with 3 to 4 sponsor invites already in these signature events. Those are the guys that I'm like, oh, wait a second, we're giving them a tour card. Like, if you just show up in these signature events with $20 million purses, you're gonna play decent golf. You're gonna walk away with $500,000 by the end of the year just playing half decent golf.
Well, especially when it's just not how the game was designed.
No.
And we had
you are what you are.
Well, we had
That's
a conversation.
the beauty of this sport. There's nothing subjective about it. Like, you are what you are.
You put the ball on the ground, you hit it, you put down the score.
You are what your score is.
The number is. I don't care if you hit it right to left, left to right, low, top it. I don't care.
Yeah.
What did you write down?
Mm-hmm.
And then we talked about something off the air. I don't know if we talked about it in the break. I don't know if you would want to talk about it on the air. But again, the societal pressures of changing sport are there's a fine line there, man. How far you push and pull on well, you were talking about the that aspect of the game, and I don't know if that's a public conversation per se, but I'm just saying
Probably not.
there's some internal toughness that is required and demanded of professional athletes that helps separate them from the other pretenders. That counts. It's all one big thing. So if you have strengths mentally, physically, or otherwise, you're allowed to use them, and you don't get to claim that you're at some sort of disadvantage if your muscles aren't as big as his.
Yeah,
I guess that's the part.
Yes,
So,
yeah, there's
anyway,
a new,
there's that.
Well, yeah,
I've got you bridled. We're good. I got
Okay.
Dan Hicken is on assignment, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're missing his histrionics today, his Knicks will play game 2 tonight, but he's on assignment at the SEC baseball tournament. Dan is reporting that Florida beat Vanderbilt yesterday, 8-3. I don't know. I'm still working to confirm that. I don't trust today's media.
Wow.
But,
some good reporting.
Reporting live from Hoover. Yes, apparently he's reporting that the Gators beat Van. I don't know if I trust the source, but yeah, he's reporting an 8-3. Matt's confirming. Yeah, the Gators did win 8-3 yesterday.
They play today
in Hoover
at 4:30 against Bama.
That would actually be kind of a fun little getaway.
Have you been to
I've not been to Hoover. I'd like to go to Omaha. That looks fun.
That does. I think Hoover would be all right. I mean, both places are probably just super hot right now.
Well, I will say this about Hoover too: the SEC is a good enough baseball conference that you really are going to get a pretty experience to go into the World Series. You know, the last 8 in the SEC are going to be pretty equivalent to the 8 in Omaha. Not exactly, obviously, depending on who wins what to go where. So, have you been watching any of the NBA?
Oh yeah,
yeah. I thought that
I'm obsessed with Wemby.
You are
obsessed. You know what else I like about Wemby?
What do you like?
Is he's starting to get some. He's getting meaner.
Yeah,
like
he ain't
the other
soft.
night, the game 1, there was a play. I mean, he got called for an offensive foul, but I thought could have been more than that. He drove. He was from the 3-point line. He drove in the lane. This guy was, I forget who it was, but he was in front of him around the free throw line, and he just lowered his shoulder and like that was his plan all along. I don't even care if I'm getting this basket. I'm just want to level this guy.
He does seem to have lately this mentality of just heading in there and I'll deal with it once I get in there.
Last night, I don't know
what
if
about that follow?
That was unbelievable. Last night, I don't know if you picked up on this, but he was on the bench kind of late in the third quarter. And the Thunder went on a bit of a run, and they panned the camera to the Spurs bench, and you can see Wemby mouth, "Get me back in there."
Yeah,
what are we doing?
I missed the lip reading, but I remember that portion of the game.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a quick timeout. We got Matt Every in studio with us. We're going to talk Jags and football and sports and golf and anything else. Questions up for grabs on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures as well. Back with more next on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Now, another classic moment in Jags history.
The ball comes out and it's picked up. The Jags are going to run it into the end zone. Josh Allen scores a touchdown.
1010XL.
The Jags are going to win.
Home of the Jaguars.
Hey, gang, Hicken here. When it comes to trucks, the only name you need to know is George Moore Chevrolet. If you don't know it by now, you will. Right now, the showroom off Atlantic Boulevard, we got loaded them up. Toughest, strongest, hardest working Chevy trucks around. Talking Silverado after Silverado, ready to work or play just as hard as you do. And gang, I don't just talk about them. I don't have one. I got 2 George Moore Chevrolet trucks of my own. And they earn every mile, every job, every weekend. Power, yeah. Dependability each and every day. Style, you see my boy Blue. If it's a truck you want, it's George Moore Chevrolet you need. Stop by the Atlantic Boulevard room today and see why truck people keep on coming back for more at George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's ride.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here, and the cooler weather is upon us. Folks, it's the perfect time to try the new breakfast sandwich from Dandy Foods. A hearty one, too. A twin-pack cinnamon swirl and country sausage. You get the sweet first, then the salty kicks in, and trust me, they are addicting. And you'll find them all at daily stores around town. So the next time you're out and about, stop and get all that deliciousness in less than a minute from Dandy. Just one more reason to go out and make yours a Dandy, and do it today.
Hi, I'm Blake Bortles. People know I've always said if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be on a construction site. So Next Gen Roofing finally let me live the dream.
Blake, why are you wearing a red practice jersey?
Always worn it for safety.
Right.
Well, around here, the red jersey means you're the new guy. So you're in charge of garbage cleanup.
Perfect. I love garbage time. Always excelled in it.
It's not exactly what I
Good
meant.
thing Next Gen Roofing has real pros handling everything from family homes to large commercial buildings. Next Gen, teamed up with you.
Teamed up with you. If you miss an interview, it'll be waiting for you on demand.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Search where you find podcasts. And at 1010XL.com. Trained by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, thanks for fixing my air conditioner last week. It's way nicer at my place now.
Glad we could help. Good to know it was just a small repair.
I know, a new air conditioner can be pretty expensive.
I mean, they do keep your whole house nice. That's a lot of space to keep cool.
I know.
And they do it all summer long, even when the weather is totally Jacksonville temperature outside.
I know.
Luckily, if you ever do need a new AC, we can arrange a financing plan that'll make it easy for you to handle.
Wait, I didn't know that.
Here, put on these sunglasses.
Whoa, they can show banking information? Cool glasses.
Short term, long term, low interest, 0 down payment. There's all kinds of options for bigger projects or even repairs as low as $500.
I wish I had these math sunglasses in high school.
You and me both, pal.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Hi, folks. Frank Frangie for the farm at Okefenokee. My wife and I and a bunch of friends just got back from the farm, and we had an incredible experience. We toured the regenerative farm, as well as the beautiful handcrafted cabins, and were treated to a fantastic farm-to-table dinner created by Congreve and Penn. Man, was it good. Well, you can learn more at okefarm.com. That's okefarm.com. And even hear my interview with farm co-founder Doug Davis to learn even more about this amazing property. That's okefarm.com.
Hey gang, Hicken here. Let's talk skin. It's May, which means the oven is on. It's also National Skin Cancer Awareness Month. Bottom line, take care of your skin. Protect it like your life depends on it because, well, it does. Use the sunscreen, wear the hat, put on the shirt. Keep yourself protected. To ensure your skin is in top-notch shape, you can always rely on my doc, the Beaches Dermatology. Been going to them for years. And my skin thanks me for it. Book your appointment today at beachesdermatology.com.
So I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $30,000 a year and right now graduate making over $80,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition and no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted into the program, your only costs are the books and the course fees, around $700 a year.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
No one on the corner has swagger like us, swagger like us, swagger like us. No one on the corner has swagger like us, swagger like us, swagger like us. No one on the corner has swagger like us, swagger like us, swagger like us. No one on the corner has swagger like us, swagger like us, swagger like us.
He's got the live. We're live.
We're live.
We get in here, we start messing around and having fun. He's got to go to the live.
I don't turn your mics on until you.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, you wouldn't want to hear some of what we're talking about in here. You wouldn't want to hear about it at all. What is your what? How old are you? What are you? 40 what?
42.
42 years old. Still a young man. What kind of itch, hankering do you, and I know right now where you're at, bro. We all been there. You got kids, they're playing sports.
Yeah.
You got middle school age kids and marriage and all that good stuff. And you barely find enough time to pay attention.
Yeah.
Do you, in your mind, is there thoughts of playing competitive golf?
Yes.
Okay, there are. Is that strictly at the
We'll
50
see.
to 50,
Hopefully
age 50?
that age gets lowered here soon.
Is that coming?
I've been hearing talk. Well, I've heard talk.
I've been
about
hearing
it
they're
for
killing
years.
the Champions Tour altogether.
I think they're going to lower it.
Okay.
A couple years. I don't know when. Maybe in a couple years. But if that's the case, like I don't play a lot these days, Jeff, because of the reasons you just said.
Right.
But physically, like if I just keep my body honest and take care of myself, I know like I'll be all right because I'm not losing length. I'm longer now than I've ever been.
Technology
when I
helps
go
with that.
play. Yeah. So. Yes, but not in the near future.
So there's no. But when
They
you
would
do,
not be on the PGA Tour. That ship has sailed.
right, and and they're getting younger,
Yes.
by the way, and better,
Yes.
right, and harder to compete with them. So
Yeah.
I feel you that. But so then we are talking champions, or like dabbling in Corn Ferry and
Yeah,
other
champions.
stuff.
No, I would not. No,
You don't.
no.
Yeah,
Corn Ferry is
Not
even
just to
less
play.
of a chance because
Correct.
those guys have never
Well,
even tasted
okay,
it.
fair.
And they're
So champions is what you would shoot for, and that's a long way away, unless they lower.
potentially. I mean, it's not if they lower it to 45.
Do you think that would be the age if they do lower it?
Maybe.
I think that, you know what, it would give the Champions Tour a lot more eyeballs if they would.
Well, the
45, 'cause
days of
there's-
guys playing, meaningful golf in their mid to late 40s don't exist unless your name is Justin Rose or Adam Scott. That's
Well,
it.
and they are.
That's it. Though
Well,
those
fair.
guys are like unicorns on the tour.
Yeah. Other guys, some other guys were able to do it, but right
Yeah,
now, you're
not
right.
it.
They're the
Yeah.
only two.
Yeah, and they're not. I mean, Adam Scott's.
It's not like they
looks
win
as
either.
good as
We
ever.
just-
I
yeah.
mean,
we give them credit for playing great. It's not like they're out winning golf tournaments, but to your point,
Justin Rose won this year.
Yeah, he did, and he's contended, at other spots as
Mhm.
well.
Adam Scott too.
What is the first thing that, and you say you're not playing a lot, but from a guy who has played the game at an incredibly focused level where you're practicing all the time, where you have to be at your best, what's the first thing that suffers, or maybe not even the first thing that goes? I mean, I've played with you before. I know
60
that,
yards and in.
the
for me
basement's
is-
very high. It's a low basement. It's a high basement, but 60 yards and in?
Yeah.
That's the first thing to go.
for sure. Like the bottom at 60 yards and in, just it gets a little iffy.
Yeah. And is that would that be considered your troubled?
No, I think that's for every golfer.
Oh, so
It's
that's
just,
every golfer.
There's
That's
a
not just
feel,
you.
it's an energy kind of shot. It's just stuff that repetition and doing it every day helps.
Yeah,
a
the
ton.
question I was going to get around to is that, like, what's the toughest shot for you? Or there aren't any.
No, there are.
Okay, if we categorize 6 shots and, the 6 shot, a drive, a putt, a chip, a sand, a fairway bunker, rough, cut, hook, whatever. What were the uncomfortable areas?
Right now, like just 60 to 80 yards would be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But other than that, I could figure it out.
Yeah. What I really enjoyed, I had this conversation with the Bitman. You love the Bitman.
Ping?
Yeah. What I enjoyed about those greens at the PGA, and again, this is spiteful. That's okay.
Yeah.
Sport spite. It's allowed. What I liked is for you jokers to be over a 3-foot putt and feel the same doggone anxiety that we do.
Well,
because on tour, they're too flat, they're too easy,
Yeah.
they never miss, ever.
Yeah, that was a test these guys aren't.
And so I
normally
like
seeing.
that. Now, granted, their anxiety and stress is up because of the difficulty, and our anxiety and stress is because of the impotence. But I like the fact that they had to worry and stress and then stare at the hole like it moved when they missed their 2.5 footer. Like,
It was like 179 3 putts on Friday.
That's
alone.
awesome. I love that. The putting is. And I don't know. You're better to speak to this. The game has gotten too easy, Matt. It used to be harder to be successful in golf. I feel like there's a million people that go shoot 68 tomorrow.
A lot of it has to do with course setup for sure.
Yeah.
But Mother Nature cooperated last week too. Thursday and Friday, I don't care what course you play in the country. If you play it in 55-degree temps with 15 miles an hour wind out of the north, it's going to play hard.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. And that's what we got Thursday, Friday up there. It makes putting hard when it's cold and windy. It just does.
I couldn't believe when I saw all the sweaters and, I thought we were past that. I was surprised they had cold enough weather. And here you are with your parasol. I mean, what gives? It got warmer later in the week.
It got warmer later in the week. It wasn't a parasol.
Did you have on mittens early in the week when it was cooler?
No mittens. It's like, I'm protecting my face, Jeff.
This is the drill. We'll be back with more next. Matt Every in studio with us.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
What if your next fun day out costs just $70 to play all day? That's exactly what you get at the Battalion Airsoft Arena, the only indoor airsoft battlefield in Jacks. Skip the same old boring entertainment choices and step into real action with your crew. Perfect for birthdays, company team building, graduation parties, or just epic weekend fun. No experience? No problem. The Battalion package includes everything: gun, mask, and ammo with unlimited play. So lock in your mission now at BattalionAirSoftArena.com.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnik's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnik. For 3 generations, Nimnik has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnikBuickGMC.com today to learn more, or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey guys, Prosser here. When you need new windows or doors, you want high-end quality without the middleman markup, and that's exactly why I'm telling you about Cash Building Materials. Same premium materials, same beautiful finishes, but a price that actually makes sense for your home. No subcontractors, no runaround, just their own experienced crews who treat your house like it's theirs. Get a quote today. Thank me tomorrow. For windows and doors, search Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
Tom McManus here for Armstrong Fence Company, a locally owned and operated business on the First Coast for nearly 20 years. Known for reliability, quality craftsmanship, and professional service, Armstrong Fence handles it all, from big projects like stadiums and schools to your very own backyard. They build a wicked strong fence, and they do it right the first time. When you need a fence in Jacksonville, trust Armstrong Fence Company. Yeah, we did the fence.
Hey, it's Tony from Tony D's New York Pizza. If dinner seems expensive, come grab a pizza that's hot, fresh, and affordable. Feed the whole family without spending a ton. Tony D's New York Pizza. Easy, quick, and always a good call.
The 2026 schedule is here, and Jaguars football is officially back at the bank. With limited capacity this season, it's more important than ever to show up loud and create the ultimate home field advantage. From our biggest rivalries to can't-miss matchups, this is a season you won't want to miss. Single game tickets are on sale, and now's the time to lock in your seats for the games that matter most. Inventory is limited, and tickets are expected to go fast. Visit Jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
Are your kids ready to play this summer? Come check out the Y. Summer is a time for kids to explore new things and expand the limits of their imagination. At the Y summer camps, every day is a new adventure. Kids can learn about STEM, arts and humanities, athletic sports, outdoor games, and more. Registration is now open, but space is limited, and spots are filling up quickly. Learn more and find your adventure at fcymca.org. Search Summer Day Camp.
Tired of changing out bad sod year after year? Get it done right with Roundtree Sod. Big or small, they have it, and always supplied farm fresh. For a lush, legendary green lawn, call 7414-SOD for a free estimate. 7414-SOD.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Broadcast image to protect. Now this is good music. They don't make music like this anymore, Matt Every.
No, they don't.
What were you? What was your fandom before the Jags? I know you're a Jag fan now.
I thought you were going to say what did I listen to growing up. I had a
you
great.
probably had a little Van Halen.
Oh yeah, my dad and mom had amazing musical taste.
See, you're lucky. Your parents are a little younger than mine. Like when I was a kid, if I went through my parents' stack of albums, the best I would get would maybe a Eagles.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine was like Pink Floyd, Steely Dan.
Man, no. I got, Kenny Rogers and
Rod
Ann
Stewart.
Murray. Hey, anyway.
What did you ask me for real?
Huh?
Hey, what did you ask me for real?
What did I ask him for real?
Well, who asked you for real?
I mean, somebody on the show has to pay attention.
Can I give a quick shout out real quick?
Sure you can. I mean, one of the three has got to pay attention or we're going to go nowhere.
I want to shout out my son's travel baseball team.
I know what I was going to ask you.
13U, AA, #1 in the state right now, the Arrows here in town. Pretty cool. 11th in the country.
Woo.
How about that?
They're ranking 13-year-old baseball teams in the nation.
We are. Yes, we are.
He is full bore right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here for it. I love it. Nothing like a baseball dad. Nothing like the fun, the frivolity, the drama, the excellence.
Dude, it's so much fun
It's
right
so
now.
much stuff, dude.
Yeah, I love
did. Been there, done that. A lot of people have. They feel for you. Enjoy it. Have fun traveling. 8,000 miles and spending $40,000. For our kids
that
to play
sounds like a
sports.
steal.
All right, doesn't it? No, I know what I was going to ask you because one of the three of us is going to pay attention throughout the course of the program. Did you have a favorite NFL team before the Jags?
Jags.
It was even so before you came to Jacksonville.
Maybe the Dolphins when I was a kid, but
Yeah.
I wasn't
So
super
you're saying
into the
it was
NFL.
always the Jags.
It kind of was
that's all I
always,
got.
and Matt's, if you don't know, from the Daytona Beach area.
Mhm.
And, oh, gosh, you were a little kid when the Jags came along, really, 11, 12 years old when the Jags
Yeah, but I didn't
got
really
a team.
get into them until I moved here out of college.
Yeah.
So
Did you come straight to Jacksonville from Gainesville?
I think I spent another year in Gainesville, and then like 08, I was here.
And that primarily because of the use of facilities? Is that one of the main reasons you came here? Is the Weiss family from here?
No.
Okay.
I came here because of I had a few buddies that lived here from college, and yeah, the golf was better than Gainesville.
Do you, and it may be an amount of time that you have to be, and I would assume you've made any sort of that kind of tenure. What kind of privileges do you keep as a former PGA Tour? Any? Like, can you go play PGA Tour courses, or do you?
TPC properties.
Can you go to TPC properties and use them?
Yeah, because I'm a past champion. Yes.
Okay, because if you weren't a past champion,
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're just off in Vegas and just run over to TPC Summerlin if you wanted, or
yeah,
you think?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, as you can tell, I've already got you. I'm trying to motivate you towards your senior career, which now I learn can start in 3 years. So I'm excited.
Potentially.
Well, I mean, if he gets on the senior tour, the Champions Tour, I'm gonna have to caddy one round. I don't care. We'll do one throwaway round where I caddy, and we'll make some fun. We'll have some fun with it.
Do a wheel spin. See who caddies for.
No, that's a wheel spin win. I want to do the I want to caddy. I can only do one round. I don't know how that affects you for your.
You can ride in carts on senior
Oh, that's
tour.
even better than I'm like the vibe guy. I'll be your vibe guy.
Okay.
I'll put you in a good spot, Matty.
I love it.
I don't know. You kind of wince there a little bit.
Well, I mean, I used
a little
to
bit unsure.
Yeah, I used to listen to you guys when I'd warm up in the mornings.
How'd that go for you?
Great.
Yeah. Well, see, then we're off to a good start already.
We are.
We could double caddy you.
E, you got a tournament coming up, don't you?
E to the tea time, baby.
We're a month out.
June 26th at Queens Harbor.
Let's go.
Man, I can't wait, man. It's gonna be a good time. I got some sticks that's gonna be out there. The returning champ's gonna be out there. Dan and Jeff gonna be out there as soon as we get off air. Tea time's at 10:10.
The returning champs is that
that's some great distinction. Who is that? One of the thick pins again.
It's
Thick Pin again.
Yeah, Joey Thickpin's team.
And yeah,
Bronny, Thickpin, I believe.
Yeah, your guy. Oh God, Tim, the slushy guy. He's
you talking about David Lee?
Yeah, David Lee.
Yeah, I don't know if David Lee was on.
I think he's part of that.
He
team.
might be, but
Anyway,
it's Joey.
A lot of
Thickpin's
guys
team.
get extra
The
credit.
Gator?
Get off my show.
the Gator, David Lee.
No, different one. Yeah, that's why I always remember his name because of
two first names.
Well, no, because there was Florida. You remember David Lee, the basketball player?
The basketball player.
He was a good player.
He married to play for the Knicks.
Didn't he marry one of those little tennis players?
Wozniak.
Is he married? Is he still married to her?
Rory's
Rory's
ex,
girl. Yeah, Rory left her and won a bunch of majors. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Rory
that.
and Wozniacki were a thing. They were both. I think they were both number one in the world at the time. Maybe I don't know if Tiger was active enough.
I think
to be
they
number
were.
one
I
then.
remember one year we had a tournament at the Greenbrier, and they were doing a tennis exhibition the same week. They had a little tennis stadium there, and Wozniacki was playing, and her and David Lee just started dating. And I hung out with David in the sports book all day. That's great.
That's nice.
Gator pride.
That's right. David Lee, yeah.
All right, I'm going to be asking you some questions that to you might seem silly, but the Googans love you. You're a de facto.
Yeah.
You lead the
I love
Guggen
the
golf
Googans.
charts. Okay, well, and they know that, right? So they're asking some questions that
I'm one of them.
You are 100%. So I know some of the answers. Some of these seem basic questions, but I'm going to ask them because they're being asked. Who's the best golfer that you've played with?
Oh man,
that's a hard question when you've played with the best in the world. I've asked you this
Like,
before.
no.
Have you actually played with Tiger?
No.
You haven't, have you? You
No.
never played with Tiger.
No.
Is that a big gosh, I wish for you or not?
I mean, I've been around him
Yeah,
enough, but of course, I wish
Sure.
I'd play with him. One year, actually, at the British Open, I should have gotten paired with him on the last day. We were both like around 50th, but Tom the way they do pairings over there, they can pick. It's usually first in, last out.
Correct.
And there's an order on
Right.
the leaderboard. But
Right.
there, as long as you're the same score, they can move you around. And Tom Watson was the same score as me, so they paired Tom with Tiger instead of me. That was the closest.
The closest that you came.
With. It's just random how it works out.
That wasn't Watson's year that he.
No, it's after that.
Did you like the British?
Loved it.
Is that your favorite of the
Favorite
majors?
one, yeah.
Because it bounces around. Did you like all the courses?
No, it's just the feel over there. I mean,
It's
I remember, well, and it's different, but also like 12-year-old boys knew my name over there. Like,
Yeah,
like, they don't
it's
know.
a different level of
it's,
fandom.
It's a way different.
Here you're
level.
known as
It is.
here you're known as
It is
umbrella.
cool. It's way different level.
Here,
over there.
here you're known as umbrella guy.
Sure.
Hey, umbrella guy.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Now that Liv is dead.
yeah. Well, is it for sure dead?
Whatever. It's been dead.
Yeah.
Was it ever alive? Honestly.
Well, no.
A lot of guys made a lot of money, but
Yeah.
really, was it ever a factor? I think it was outside the U.S. I think there was just some response in Australia and other places that might survive, but it's a glorified European tour, and there's hardly anyone left. What's going to happen to those players? What should happen? What should the path to? You can already tell what the word has come from tour because all the players are softening just about.
Yeah, well, time. I think the main takeaway I've gotten from what players have said is time heals.
Yeah, and
all
that's true.
wounds. A little bit. Yeah, it is true. The last thing I read was they were trying to rebrand. And
Well, yesterday they announced
file for
official,
bankruptcy
yeah.
in the United States, and then
But if you're John Rahm,
the worst thing you could. If you're John Rahm, the worst thing that can happen is they find a way to continue on, but
Yeah.
at a very lower level because you've signed on until
Right.
2029.
Now you're playing on the Euro Tour, and you're not playing against the best.
Well, you've already wasted 2 or 3 years of your prime playing on this tour.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
potentially, for money.
Well,
but
sure.
Potentially, you're going to waste another 2 years and have only 4 opportunities a year to compete. What do I think should happen to them? I don't know. Probably similar stuff like what Brooks did. Give a little bit of the money back. I don't know what that dollar
They're
amount
going to
is. but
ultimately, though, aren't they have to open it up to more than just that parameter that only 5 guys fit? It was
Absolutely
like
not.
No, it'll
Why?
stay that. The other guys will have to do Corn Ferry or whatever it is to earn their way back.
Yeah, unless
What if you're a former? Do you get to reserve any of your former? Like there are other things other than majors that would have people eligible,
like
for
a past champion.
Past champions.
Well, here's the thing. So past champion status, it doesn't really get in a lot of events.
Oh, it
Like,
doesn't anymore?
Well, it'll
you,
get like
you've learned that the hard way.
Well, it'll get in like 5 or 6 events, but they're going to be opposite field ones, or 3M in Minneapolis this
One of
summer.
my biggest
something
peeves,
like that.
one of my biggest personal problems with the tour was when you were still playing decent enough golf that they're playing the API and the dudes won twice back to back and you don't get invited. That's
That's
weak.
different. No,
I'm saying it. You're not asking you to. Did I ask you a question? Was there a question in there, E? No, it was a comment. It was commentary from the host of the show here. What about shorts on tour, Matt? What about shorts? What do you feel about shorts on tour?
Yeah, I mean, I like wearing shorts when I play, but it definitely
there's a look. There's
Yeah.
like you're finally just giving into it all. With
I don't know.
shorts.
Actually, I'm on the fence with this one.
Yeah,
I don't have a hard
I
stance
don't-
either way.
Yeah, it was easy to make fun of when it was Live because it was contrary. But now that there's no Live, can we just put all the boys in shorts? Should we have a?
I actually would. I'd be okay with that.
See, he changed his mind quick on that one. That makes sense, especially as Florida boys playing
Yeah.
in the heat we do.
And then you'd see some of these guys' legs too. It'd just you'd be giggling at
like
home.
that.
Oh yeah.
I hope the legs aren't as white as the foreheads.
Oh.
Some of the foreheads, man.
Oh.
Some of those
Did you see
Stewart
Sepp
Sink-
Straka's tan line.
That's
at the
another
Rally
one.
The other day.
Yeah, no, I didn't the other day, but I still get, whenever I close my eyes, I can see Stewart sink like a lightning bug.
Well, think about it,
That
dude.
bald
If you've
head.
got a bald dome up there and you're playing in the middle of the summer
All year,
I mean,
every week, every day.
Yeah. You almost have to take your hat off between shots
intentionally
to get a little bit of bass up there.
Well, Stewart hasn't done that. Can you wear shorts in practice rounds
Yes.
now? Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
you
Yeah.
can.
Well, then
I agree.
That's
Let's
not that big
just
of a
let 'em do
jump.
it.
Yeah, if that's
Yeah.
not that big
Talk
a jump.
me into it.
Yeah, it's not like that guy's going to be wearing like their, gym shorts and sliders. I don't think. E, are we heavy or are we right on time?
We right on time.
Okay, perfect. Then let's take a time out. You're listening to. Let's get into the. Let's talk a little Jags.
Let's talk some
All right,
Jags.
Get your thoughts on the schedule and where they stand, what some of the around the league thinking has been, all that and more when we return. Matt Every in studio with us today. Appreciate Live Forever Golf and their relationships with us on a variety of different things. You got any drops or anything?
I do. We just started making socks.
A sock drop?
Yes, no-show socks. Every 3 pairs that are sold, we donate one back. They're the most asked for item, in clothing, and we're partnering up with Pros for Clothes.
Okay.
And donating a pair back every time we sell one.
They've
they're
donated
really
a bunch
good.
for East tournament.
We're donating a pair to everyone that plays in East tournament as well. They're a nice piece.
Socks are under the radar. Game changer. They really are. A good pair of socks versus.
I had buddies on the tour. I'm dead serious. They would buy new socks every week.
I believe
they
it.
just would never wear a pair of socks twice.
I believe it, man. It's not so much that a good pair of socks you notice, but buddy, you get a bad pair and you just ruined your day.
Yeah.
In fact, quick story. I told you I took the trip up to Chattanooga Honors.
Okay.
And
You played the honors course?
Yeah.
Dude, that's
Three
one of the best
times.
courses in the country.
Don't get me started. It
Can't
was
even.
awesome.
There's no signage, no nothing.
Awesome.
You just
an awesome 3 rounds of golf. I mean,
that's a treat, man.
Couldn't have been any better. The whole experience. I'll tell you more off air.
It's
but
like a top 5-er.
It's really, really good. I've been to a lot of places. It's really, really good. I tried it. Well, listen, when you show up, okay, and we weren't the first, but the first 2 dudes that showed up, when they just kind of walked down to get the lay of the land a little bit and walking off of 18 or Peyton Manning and Luke Bryan.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's really no one else there.
Yeah.
You
don't even know where it is. There's no sign.
No, you drive down the road. It's like, oh, it's that dirt road. You better turn there.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's how.
It's like
pretty
it's like
much.
a golf speakeasy almost.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of that. Pablo's got a little bit of that.
A little.
But you kind of know where you're going when you do that. But yeah, it was fantastic. I don't remember what got us. I don't remember.
Did you play anywhere else up there? Did you play the
No, we just
farm
did that one. No,
in
I've
Dalton,
heard
Georgia?
about that. We didn't. We did kind of a quickie. We got in and played 36, stayed another night, played 18, and called it.
He was about to talk. It was something about socks. Then you.
Oh, I tell you what happened. Okay, yeah, there you go. Thank you.
I'm paying attention here.
So I
Somebody
had a pair of socks on, and I thought we're fine. I've worn them riding in a cart millions of times. I've never thought anything, and I got about 4 holes in, and they started riding down on the back of the heel. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So it's like, you take 7 steps, you're yanking the back. Point being, I stopped at the turn and bought socks at the turn. It was that bad. We had to do that. Anyway, no more sock talk when we return on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
First of all, congratulations on the show.
Join the 1010XL Podcast Network.
How do you like being in a real studio?
Now you can find all your favorite 1010XL podcasts in your platform of choice.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
What's happening, folks? ET here with a quick public service announcement for you. Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. And it's bigger game days than it goes down fight nights with TVs on every wall. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late at night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Come on, somebody.
Looking for ways to save on your JEA bill? We're on it. When it comes to your utilities, the less you use, the more you can save. That's why JEA offers ways to help you manage your usage and avoid higher than expected bills. Use our online tools and alerts to monitor your usage throughout the month. Schedule a free irrigation or energy efficiency assessment and get personalized tips to save. And with JEA rebates, you can save when upgrading to more efficient equipment. Find more ways to save at JEA.com.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long, drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
When my wrist pain was acting up and I needed help, I took Dan Higgins' advice and headed over to see the experts at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. This is Stuart Moore with the PGA Tour. I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Whenever you have a need, they took great care of me. They'll take great care of you.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy. The next time you need orthopedic care, you can rely on our team at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Memorial Day weekend explodes with savings at Superior Fence and Rail. Save up to $500. That's 5% off your Project Max. Charge ahead with American-made fences. Lightning one-day installs. Lifetime labor warranty that never quits. Tough as nails quality for your home. Blast past weak barriers. Claim yours before the grill's cool. Call today or visit SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
This Sunday, in the first season of women's professional soccer in the River City, Sporting Jacks hosts its first ever playoff game. Sunday at 5 p.m. at Hodges Stadium, Sporting Jacks takes on Carolina Ascent in the Gainbridge Super League semifinal. And to kick off this historic night, $1 beers and $1 hot dogs during the first half. Come stand behind your local pro soccer club and help push Sporting Jacks to victory. Call 904-863-KICK or visit sportingjacks.com for tickets. Sporting Jacks, pro soccer, pro Jacks.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we're back here on the drill. Enjoying a Thursday morning, hanging out with our guy, Matty Every, University of Florida Hall of Famer. What do you think of Summerall?
I'm a fan.
Yeah,
I mean, so far,
like the vibe,
what
right?
we have to go off
Yeah.
of. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting the tie-in too with Liam
Cohen.
Yeah. They have they work together at Tulane. In fact, Liam bought Summerall's house when Summerall left Kentucky.
Oh, really?
To go be the Tulane head coach, and then Liam ended up taking another job. And he flipped it. And he made like $200,000 on the house. But Summerall has come. Summerall, Caldwell, Baselli, Liam, and Gladstone, they've dinnered up here. So there's a tie-in between, which makes it an interesting. There's one interesting roster spot there with the Renshaw from Tulane.
Yeah.
Who Summerall had when he was there, and he speaks very highly of him. So that's one of those players on the Jaguars when we talk about the roster that there's such an unknown, you can't really factor it in. But I would expect that Caleb Renshaw is going to get a lot will be expected of him as the third-round pick a year ago. Schedule came out, relatively recently.
Yeah.
Are you a schedule guy? Do you look forward to it coming out? How much do you break it down? Have you looked at it?
I look at
very much.
Probably like most fans, look to see the primetime games, and then how many games we get in London. It'll be a bit of a bummer getting two of those.
Yeah, well, we
there.
knew it would be two. I mean, so then it comes down to how do you want it? Which games do you want them to be? I was kind of just like Houston. I want it home.
Yeah,
I want a division game against our top competition. At least as we sit here in preseason, would seem to be, the Houston Texans. So for that game to move, Tony was on after the schedule release, and said basically that, they don't have a lot to do with it. They stand by the old, we'll play anywhere, anybody, anywhere, anytime. And that may all be true, but man, that Houston rivalry to take it to London seems like there could have been better choices. Why not play Cleveland over there? But again, I think the NFL has a lot more to do with that than the Jags do.
I'm with you. Why not play Cleveland over there?
What are your expectations? It's easy for a Jaguar fan to have a little PTSD and to not get over your skis with optimism coming off a good year. Make no mistakes, this was probably, now I know it didn't result in any playoff success, but when it comes to a regular season, it's probably the second best team we've ever had behind that 99 team.
Yeah.
And the 99 team, that was it. 2000, they weren't in the playoffs. That was a team that grew to be that good. This team feels like it was as second best to that team, but they're at the beginning. It feels like we're still going to get better.
I agree. I think another year of pretty much the whole nucleus together, and then you get another year of Liam and Trevor together. It can only get better. You'd think. Look, 13 wins.
It may not be that many wins.
Might not be that many wins, but we might go further in the season than we did last year. Who knows?
Yeah, disappointing the way what was an awesome season, and they were on a great run until the very end. I figured they'd win the game. It's just kind of how they were playing football toward the tail end. It's so important, the culture and the vibe within your team, the relationship between the coach and the quarterback. And I think it's fair to say that, look, if you're Trevor Lawrence, here comes number 4. I've been here for 10 minutes. Here comes coach number 4. Here comes my 4th head coach. And as they got off to, and the stands that are going to be demanded by each coach is different in the way they deal and what they do and what they expect. And Liam Cohen's a demanding coach, and they can all smile and be happy. But there was, to get that thing up and going, they had to learn each other's ins and outs. And I feel like we're in such a better spot this year when it comes to coach-quarterback relationship than we were a year ago. Now, I know you played around the golf with Liam, and I won't ask you to go deep into the personal side, but I'm sure the context of Trevor, and the team.
I'm just a massive Liam fan. I mean, he's a dude, but he's a very smart dude. I really like him and Trevor another year together. I think that's going to go a long ways. I trust Liam's offensive brain. Look, I'm not a football expert by any means. I never even played in school. My background is gambling on football. And that's about it. But as far as like a human, that guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, Liam Cohen, it seems to be. It's not easy to fall into this sweet spot. You have to be young enough that you can vibe with your guys, yet at the same time, there be no doubt who the boss is. And I think Todd Golden does that in Gainesville with his basketball team. Yeah. And I think there's some of that with Liam Cohen. Yeah, Liam Cohen, he's cool. He knows this. He knows what's on the song list. But at the same time, I don't want to get called into his office.
I'll say this: like a lot of the stuff that over the course of the last year that you guys talk about in here, some of the players you talk about, like Liam ain't far off on.
No, I hear you.
He's on the right page.
Yeah, I hear you. It's going to be interesting to see how they fine-tune this roster. It's not done. We had Eric Armstead. He was on Good Morning Football and, saying all the right things about being a Jaguar. He is the one guy whose salary falls into one of those ranges that, if you've decided that you do want to go really spend some money on something, whatever that is, whether it's a trade or a move, I think that Armstead gives you like $10 million back. But at the same time, I mean, we're not exactly just overrunning with talent on that D-line.
What do you think? Do you think he's on the team when the year starts?
I can't tell you what I think will happen. I can only tell you what I think I would do. And I think that what I would do as my team is falling into a level, I hope, of being a contender. I think I'm going to keep my long-standing playoff veteran piece of that defensive line in place. I think there can be a little Calais Campbell impact. This is a guy who's been through the wars with the Niners. Has he been an all-pro here? No. Certainly a starter level football player. If a good healthy year now with some more help around him. I don't.
What's this Bobby Wagner talk been about? Was that just one guy? I
mean, it's an ESPN column, so it's one guy's opinion on where he thinks fits would be. To me, Bobby Wagner.
What's a guy like Bobby Wagner cost?
And probably 1 year, what, $8 million, something like that?
About
He'd
1
be
year.
affordable.
7.
It wouldn't be a cost thing. But I guess the question would be this: he seems like he's kind of repetitive of what Foye does.
Exact same thing.
Not the kind of skill set that Lloyd had. So that's why that didn't make as much sense to us as we talked about it. Bobby Wagner is more of a Foye Aluakin, a massive tackler, but he's not, he's not going to.
Yeah, but are you bringing in a veteran presence into the locker room, like what you just said with Armstead?
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not. If Bobby Wagner had, what did we say, 168 tackles last year?
Yeah.
I mean, if they bring him in, I'll trust that Campanile and Gladstone and all of them got a plan for him. So I don't think adding Bobby Wagner to your roster is bad. It would just seem like a strange fit.
Yeah.
I got to sneeze.
Yeah, I got you.
Did you just say that's disgusting?
Yeah.
Never seen a sneeze before?
I'm kidding.
Okay, good.
My old caddy used to say that whenever someone would sneeze.
Did he?
Instead of saying bless you,
A lot of people blame me in St. Johns County for beginning COVID. I let out a whale of a sneeze at TPC right there at was it the beginning of the
Thursday
second round
morning?
when they canceled it, or was it the first round?
And they canceled it after the first round.
At the first round, yeah. Hideki was like 63. He had to go in. Sorry, Hideki.
I got a great story about that.
Okay, what you got?
It's not Jag related, but
we're done with the Jags.
Can I tell it?
Yeah,
all right,
of course.
So
Actually, let's do this. Let's put a tease on the audience.
Okay.
Let's go to break, Kemba, something similar. Because now, guess what hour's next?
The nasty.
9 o'clock.
I'm just going to start coming in at 9.
That would fit. That would be right on brand. So Matt's got a teasable story when we return. It better be better than the Trey Smack story that I teased for about an hour and a half yesterday.
We still got to talk about, we teased it earlier today. You said I was going to like it. We were talking about it this morning. What was it?
We're terrible.
You said I was going to dang it. We were talking about, we kept pushing it back. Dang it, I'm going to remember.
All right. You sure I didn't bring it up already? That's usually what happens there.
No.
All right. Well, we'll get our ducks in a row here, gang. You were just you're riding in this wobbly canoe we call the drill with Matt Every and more. Back with more next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Everyone's got a guilty pleasure.
It's a secret.
We hope you're listening to yours.
I am having the fun.
1010XL, Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Beard's Diamonds is where Jacksonville shops for engagement rings and fine diamond jewelry. And now, luxury pre-owned Rolex watches too. Hicken here for my friends at Beard's Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center. They stand out in a big way. They're local. The owners, the Lupos, they're part of our community for more than 40 years. Money spent at Beard's, it doesn't go to Wall Street. It stays right here. And here's the best part. You don't compromise on anything. Beard's has the best selection of diamonds in Northeast Florida, hand down. Beard's doesn't have to jack up prices to meet a corporate bottom line. Beard's doesn't have commissioned salespeople. They have trusted advisors. Beard's has all the top names in bridal jewelry like Decoria and Veragio. Beard's guarantees to give you a better price, a better value, period. Listen, a lot of those chain jewelry stores are all owned by the same mega conglomerate. Different names, but they're all the same owner. Not Beard's. They're your locally owned alternative. Beholden to the people of Jacksonville. Us, not Wall Street. For diamonds, bands, rings, and even luxury pre-owned Rolex. Shop local. Shop Beard's.
Hacker here for Cornerstone Interior Solutions. If your AC is working overtime every summer, your insulation may be the problem. Homeowners and builders across Northeast Florida are calling Cornerstone to upgrade to spray foam insulation. It seals homes, crawl spaces, garages, blocking in cool air and blocking out heat. So your home stays cooler, your system runs easier, and your energy bills stay under control. Don't wait for peak heat. Visit CornerstoneInteriorSolutions.com.
Joe Coward, Matt Hayes, and Leon Searcy are serving up your daily dose of sports talk specials from scratch.
I didn't know you could.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford.
These are delicious.
Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
Attention contractors. Stop wasting time dealing with permits yourself. Use PermitRockstar.com. Their permitting platform helps contractors cut permitting delays by up to 80%. Stop waiting and start building with PermitRockstar.com.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey, gang, Hicken here. Step into a fresher, cleaner home with Zero Res. You mop all the time, but what you don't see is the dirt and residue building up, leaving your floors dull, worn. That's where Zero Res comes in, man. They restore the shine. They revive the color. and they help your hardwood, your tile, your LVP floors look newer, longer. And this month, man, oh man, get 25% off all services. You heard me right. 25% off all services. Hardwood, tile, LVP, carpet, air ducts, and more. What do you do, Dano? You call them, 287-5727, 287-5727, or visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res! Spell it forward, spell it backwards. Zero Res, it spells the same.
Hey, Gate fans, power up your meal with an electrifying deal. MyGate Rewards members can snag a Monster Energy for just $1 when you buy any made-to-order entree. Breakfast bowl or pizza, it's your choice. Just add a Monster and boost your day. See store for details.
Some plumbing companies say they're local, right up until you realize their headquarters are in New York City. At Hall & Sons Plumbing, we're actually from here. Born, raised, and fixing leaks right here in Jacksonville. Hall & Sons Plumbing. Local. Family. Real.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Weight loss gets a lot easier when you stop guessing. Reclaim by Awaken 180. 10 weeks, a real target, finish line, and most importantly, results. Medication-free and free support for life at Awaken180weightloss.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Hall & Sons Plumbing. On Jags Huddle Up, NFL VP of Broadcast Planning, Mike North, talked the team's visible new schedule.
You win division titles, you're perennial playoff contenders, you have one of the superstars in this league at quarterback.
Jacksonville's season ended at the ASUN Championship with a loss to North Alabama. Closes out a 30-win year. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9:04 and it's 78 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned for the 9 o'clock Nasty next right here on 1010XL at 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The Nasty time.
The boys are excited. I'm not going to ask you who the artist is here.
Who is this?
The 69 Boys.
Why? I said no right out of the gates,
right.
9:05.
Dinner
Did you know
for two.
Did you know in the NBA, by the way, Thunder win last night. They beat the Spurs. Did you know that they do not give out that jersey number in the NBA? You're not allowed to wear that one? Yeah.
Huh.
Good for them.
Yeah.
When I think family values, I think NBA.
You said during the break you feel like we're going to get a good final here. You think the Knicks are on par with both of those other two teams?
Yeah, I think I'm to that point. Yeah, I think the Knicks will play with either one of those two teams. They'll give either one of those two teams a series, much like the Pacers last year took Oklahoma City Thunder to 7 games. I think people kind of forget that. No, I think the Knicks are now.
I know what I'm going to talk to you about.
But I do, and you, by the way, you have a teasable story still.
Yeah, I do. You're right.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of this pregame coverage for NBC, their hoops games with Carmelo, Tracy McGrady, and Vince?
Very little.
It might be the roughest thing you'll ever watch on
not
TV.
Good. No bueno.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's rough.
It's like on NBA TV.
No, I think it's on like NBC.
I think they do it on the I don't know, bro. It's in so it. This is fair, dude.
It's shocking.
Forget the analysis of the talent. I'll trust you on that one. I haven't watched any of it, but I will say this: this isn't just confused boomer yelling at the clouds. The 7 different sets of pregame and postgame and halftime and 4 different channels that the games appear on. It's dizzying, man.
Yeah.
And one night it'll be those guys, and the game will go over to Peacock, and then the next night it'll be the ESPN guys, and it'll go on Prime. It's just, and then the announcers will be different for each. It used to be you got to this stage, you got the same 2 dudes or 3 dudes calling the game every game to game to game, and maybe they are, and that part has stayed consistent. I don't know, but yeah, fair.
All right, my story.
And by the way, we have pulled up what we were going to talk about later, and we were going to deliver on that.
Yep.
So just give us a second.
Okay, so before we went to break, you were talking about COVID, TPC.
Oh, yeah, TPC. Some people accused me of starting it when I let out a ferocious sneeze there.
Correct.
On Thursday, round one of the Players.
So I was playing that year, and I was chopping and shot like 4 or 5 over on the first round. We get a text.
You're playing the Players.
Yes. So we get a text Friday morning that the world's ending. Basically, we're shutting down, and they got to figure out what they're going to do with the purse that week. Like, how is it going to get chopped up? So originally, I think I shot 4 over. I was in 100 and whatever place. I'm expecting zero. You get an automated text after every week. It tells you your FedEx Cup points you made, dollar you made, your ranking, whatever. I get a text. It says Matt Every, 0 FedEx Cup points, $0 FedEx Cup rank, whatever. Then like maybe an hour and a half later that morning, about 10 o'clock, they send out another text, and they had decided to chop the purse. So whatever it was,
even
each guy got like $55,000.
Okay.
All right.
Better than nothing.
Correct. So I go to the course that morning to get my clubs from the locker room and my stuff out of the locker. And everyone's there getting their
Friday.
This is the tournament's been canceled. Everyone's there. I go into my locker, and in the locker next to me is Harris English, who's one of my good buddies. And he's there at the same time packing his clubs up. And he's like, hey, Every, look at this text I got this morning. And it says he was in solo second place. And it said Harris English, $1.6 million for like an hour and a half. He thought he made 1.6, and then
oh no, then you get the 55,000.
Yes, then it comes back an hour and a half later, 55 grand. We're chopping.
Yeah.
I can imagine what Hideki must have felt when he woke up to the $4 million text
and then got 55
grand. Yes.
Man, that just brings to mind the old saying, measure twice, cut once, dude. You can't send that first text
That's
out.
a nasty pump fake,
You
that first
can't.
one.
I mean, it's great if you're
Great
on
for
your
me.
side.
Yeah.
If you're on the MC side of things, you're like, awesome, 55 grand. But yeah, and you don't even think about, never mind if you're in line to win 120. But imagine if you were there at the very top. That's
What were we going to talk about with you?
I told E earlier, but there's this trend going around Major League Baseball, and I'm kind of here for it. It seems innocent enough, but if you've watched or attended a Major League Baseball game in recent days, you're seeing more and more of this. Now, look, in days past, in the dead of summer, it wasn't, it wasn't that unique to see the occasional sight of some shirtless fans.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot. It's the boys of summer. Well, now the term being used for taking your shirt off is tarps off. And right now it's a spontaneous movement that's going around Major League Baseball.
About to roll into the summer months too with this.
It's a mild corruption of tops off, which was the Brandy Chastain tops off when she scored the World Cup goal. But so what you're seeing now around Major League ballparks. Now it started, by the way, on a college campus. I think they're tracing it back to Oklahoma State fans. Tarps Off had its college football moment during 2025. Oklahoma State fans. They all take off their shirt and they wave them over the top of their head. Baseball now, though, has caught on, and it really went visible. I think there was a kid that was throwing out
his first pitch.
The first pitch. Here it is. The prime movers, there's a baseball team from Stephen F. Austin University in Nacogdoches, Texas. Shout out Nacogdoches. My parents lived there for a couple of years. The SFA team was in Cleveland for the Club Baseball World Series. And they were in Illinois, and they attended a Friday game at Busch Stadium. One member of the Stephen F. Austin team, Caleb Cummings, suggested they take their shirts off, and another member of the team, Bryce Bradford, uttered the words that will one day be etched. He said, "I'll do it." So others follow suit. The whole team takes off their shirt. They're doing it. But then I saw a guy who went out to take a first pitch. So I don't know if I thought that was at a Guardians game. Oh no, here it is. After the Cardinals off day Monday, SFA went back to the game, Stephen F. Austin, and one of the players was invited to throw out the first pitch. So he goes, look at my man.
Yeah.
So he goes out to the mound with his, he's dressed like a college baseball player. He's got on gym shorts and a T-shirt and his kicks. And he goes out to the mound, and right before he throws off the first pitch,
Tarps
he
off?
takes tarps
Yes,
off.
sir.
He waves it around, and this guy isn't exactly built like Superman. Let's just put it that way. So, plenty of body positivity. He took it off and jiggled his way to a.
I'm all for tarps off at baseball games. Those get super hot in the summer.
I bet. Yeah.
Well, now that moment brought it even more to the forefront, and baseball fans are catching on. So you've seen it tarps off at the Rays game, tarps off at the Tigers game, tops off Army hits Seattle. And we're not talking about like 15 dudes here.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking about sections of people.
Coalition.
We got to get it to the point where everybody jumps on, all the males jump on board. I don't care who you are, whether you're grandpa or the 3-year-old. Let's get the whole, at the.
I love to see grandpa tarps off.
Yeah, I want grandpa tarps off. Yeah, let's just get them all. Every single male in the stadium waving that shirt over their head.
You buy a seat in this section.
Tarps off, baby.
It's not even optional.
In fact, maybe we start designing some tarps off sections when you buy, buy the ticket.
That's not a terrible idea.
Yeah, let's do tarps off.
The section in the sun.
Yeah.
Is tarps
off.
You got to get tarps off. It says tarps off on the shirt.
That's
Then
right.
You take the shirt.
When you buy your tarps off ticket, you get a commemorative tarps off T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
You wear it into the game. You can take your seat, and then it's tarps off. And every half inning, you get up and you wave your tarp over your head.
Yeah. I bet you in college football this year we see those 1:00 games in Gainesville. The sun's hitting one side of the sideline. I mean,
now I don't think tarps off will have the longevity of, say, the wave, which lasted forever because the wave was unisexual. Anyone could do the wave, and it didn't require any hesitancy in taking your clothes off. I do think that at some point we're going to reach the point where the dudes are going to just tired of going through the hassle of taking the shirts off.
Just don't wear a shirt. Just to the game.
Don't even wear it to a game.
Right. If it's tarps off, what's the point of bringing one?
Are there, I don't know this, I'm not prone to riding around town without my shirt. I left that lifestyle when I moved away from Columbia, Tennessee.
Uh-huh.
Are you allowed to drive around a car with no shirt on?
I've done it many a time.
Same.
I'm not afraid to. I'm just wondering, can you still? You can, right? You leave the beach, you just drive without a shirt?
I didn't even
know
I didn't think it was.
I don't know. I'm not suggesting it is or should be. I just they regulate every other thing.
That's true.
If you guys knew what I grew up in,
we're gonna have to get someone from law enforcement.
Buddy, we just went throwing in the back. Buddy, a car was just a rolling playground when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You just had to keep the noise level down. There were no seatbelt. We wrestled in the back seat. We laid down in the floorboard. When we went, around the neighborhood, whoever had the pickup truck threw about 8 of us in the back. We went tearing down the road to wherever we were going. I mean, there was no rhyme or reason. I'm just saying. Seatbelts required? This is the drill. We're going to see what's trending next. This could get dicey.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Mike Dempsey.
Bigger, stronger, and a lot meaner than you. Plus,
He gives you everything you need to know about your Jacksonville Jaguars.
Welcome to the jungle, tough guy.
10 to noon weekdays on 1010XL.
You don't know what's out there.
Are knee problems keeping you from doing the things you love? Stop by Riddle Wellness for a free in-office workshop May 27th at 11 a.m. in Ponte Vedra. Discover natural, non-surgical options that may help relieve knee pain and improve mobility, including regenerative treatments and decompression therapy. Get back to living with less pain. Space is limited. Call 395-5598 now to RSVP. Riddle Wellness in Ponte Vedra Beach. 395-5598. Be there May 27th.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband and wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky@Goosehead.com.
From the tee to the green and everywhere in between. Join Dan, Jeff, and PGA pros for Brunch with the Tour. Teed up by Clearwater Irrigation and North Florida Medical Centers. Tuesday morning at 8:30 on 1010XL.
Hey, Hickett here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions at Bow 9 Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like Evo implantable Collamer lenses, refractive lens exchange, and classic lacing designed to fit your life. picture-perfect vision for reading, driving, or just enjoying the day. It's easier than you think. Call now for your free screening. Bow 9 Associates, keeping the First Coast focused.
What if your next fun day out costs just $70 to play all day? That's exactly what you get at the Battalion Airsoft Arena, the only indoor airsoft battlefield in Jax. Skip the same old boring entertainment choices and step into real action with your crew. Perfect for birthdays, company team building, graduation parties, or just epic weekend fun. No experience, no problem. The Battalion package includes everything: gun, mask, and ammo with unlimited play. So lock in your mission now at BattalionAirsoftArena.com.
Tom McManus here for Armstrong Fence Company, a locally owned and operated business on the First Coast for nearly 20 years. Known for reliability, quality craftsmanship, and professional service, Armstrong Fence handles it all, from big projects like stadiums and schools to your very own backyard. They build a wicked strong fence, and they do it right the first time. When you need a fence in Jacksonville, trust Armstrong Fence Company. Yeah, we did the fence.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball is home at VyStar Ballpark this week and weekend. Join us tonight for Coors Light Thirsty Thursday. Tomorrow, a special UF Health Hat giveaway for EMS Appreciation Night on Friday with a Honey Dripper Sunshade giveaway from Arlington Toyota and VyStar on Saturday and CSX Military Appreciation on Sunday. Get your tickets now at jackshrimp.com.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
For the greenest, luscious lawn on the block, choose the local legends, Roundtree Sod. Don't just settle for ordinary. Let Roundtree Sod deliver you a picture-perfect lawn. To get a free estimate, call 7414-SOD. 7414-SOD.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Kid, because I care. That did not go over the air. You know what we're doing. Again, the podcast overheard in the break, especially when we bring in the Matt Everys of the world, ET. Oh, the downloads on that one. How's Straight Down the Middlers going? I haven't heard much about that lately.
Yeah, because we've been busy.
You put that on the back burner for now?
I think we're actually doing one this afternoon. First one in a while.
Wow, this afternoon? You have a busy day there, Chief.
I am, yeah. A little golf after this. Yeah. Playing San Jose.
You gave me Matty extended me the invite, ET. I'm going to go over there and rub elbows with the professional golfers.
I'm a champion out there.
A good one.
Are you?
Oh, you what, the 904?
That's right, the 904 Open.
Yeah.
Nice.
Really, I was just a general manager.
You were part of it. You get a ring just the same. It's kind of like your Sharks ring. It's a little tainted. Back here on the drill. Yeah, we are going to see what's trending. I was going to, I asked to keep it tame, but why? I mean, what am I doing? Oh, by the way, I've done the research. It is not technically illegal to drive without a shirt in Florida, although I did get someone on the text line that said my buddy got a ticket in Nassau County for driving without a shirt a few years ago. I don't know if maybe they can give it to you on top of something, but I did. Is it illegal? No, it is not illegal to drive shirtless in Florida. State traffic laws do not dictate what drivers must wear, meaning being shirtless or even barefoot is perfectly legal. And then there are some parameters. I don't know, maybe some counties, maybe up there in Nassau County, they'll get you for, that would seem to be like fishing in a barrel, wouldn't it?
Maybe there's something else going on there.
I mean, try that in Dade County. You won't make any money. But what, are you just trying to do a cash grab up there and get all the Nassau Countyans that are driving without their shirt today? Huh? That doesn't seem fair. E.T., you ready to trend? Here it is. Top 5 registering stories in the world of social media and otherwise.
Number 5.
We're going to start with this one, man. They say it's hard for the millennials to date these days, man. And the reason...
Yeah.
Because
the girls are pricing themselves out is what's happening.
Oh, man, yes.
The dudes are starting to think that the girls are just taking me out for a free meal and... You know, this is what happens when you swipe for all your connection. Back in the old day, you had to meet somebody at a club or a bar or church or a game or the grocery store.
Yeah.
Class where you talk to them for a while.
Face-to-face interaction.
Correct. You build it up. And then I think what happened, I don't know. I've never lived in the world of swiping. God, I'm so glad I didn't. But I can imagine that when you do all of your interacting before you ever meet.
It cheapens everything.
Well, it's never going to be what
where are you
it
going
feels
with
like
this,
it
Steve?
is.
Well, they're saying it's costing an average of $252 for the millennials to go on a date.
Oh my gosh.
$252.
And to the guy's side.
Going?
Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, we've raised this generation of entitled princesses that honestly that think that they should be going to Ruth's Chris and
for real,
everything
on the first
paid for.
date.
Right.
Now look, I know we see the extremes on social media, but I saw one the other day where she handed the dude a bill after for pre and post date expenses.
Oh my!
Had to get the nails done. Had to do that. What?
They even took.
I mean, if that's what you're bringing to the tent, this ain't gonna last long.
I've even seen it to where like the girls will bring their friend and expect you buy my friend. Wait, what?
Right. I love it when the guy. I love like most of them. The simps they just pay it and move on.
Right, bro.
But
You
I like it.
on business.
Yeah, I like it when the guy stand up and say, "What now?
No.
No, I'm out of here." Another one goes to pick her up. Hey, can you pay for the babysitter? What? You didn't even tell me you had kids. Hey, you got me paying for your babysitter? You know what he said to her? Where's the dad?
Number 4.
Does Michael Jordan, does he get like it seems like when he's out in public, people think like he's a Grinch. He's, like just not a good guy to the public. Do y'all get that?
Well, he's not real personable. He's always been kind of, standoffish. This is one of those weird interlopings where I have a personal experience with this. But when I was in high school in Puerto Rico, the U.S. Pan American team came down to play an exhibition game against Team USA. And that team was Michael Jordan and Wayman Tisdale and Sam Perkins and a bunch of dudes. So anyway, I'm up there. I go to the game, me and my buddy and our two dads. After the game, the dads go back. Me and my buddy stay up in San Juan to, hang out.
Yeah.
And, party or whatever, just hang out. Well, we're driving down the road of the strip we're on, and I'm just looking at casual. I look to the right, and I said, as it stopped the car, this is Michael Jordan playing pinball.
No
and
way.
Michael Jordan is inside, like in Puerto Rico, they got these like standalone outside bars, and during the daytime and nighttime they're open, and then when they close, they just put down the bars. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Lock it up and do it the next day. It was one of those open air things, and so sugar, we stopped. We went right in. Now we had an advantage with the American team because we were American. They could talk to us. We were like some sort of normal to them when you're down and everything's speaking Spanish, and you can't get help with everything you need. So we end up, but Jordan very just standoffish, kind of like you said. Even at that stage, he wasn't like mean or rude, but he wasn't friendly.
Yeah.
Whereas a couple of the guys were. We ended up hanging with, and I believe we've lost Wayman Tisdale. Wayman Tisdale was a heck of a college basketball player, really good one and a good pro. But we ended up, me and my buddy hung out with Wayman Tisdale all night. We just went out clubbing and everything.
How old were you?
17 maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what an experience.
Yeah, you grow up quick in Puerto Rico, bro. You grow up.
Have you heard that Puerto Rico song that just came out by AI?
No.
Oh, don't listen to it. It'll be in your head all day.
Okay. Oh man, that sounds like
it's a jingle and it'll get you.
Okay. Well, yo soy Borinque.
Yeah.
You know
Number
that.
3.
Speaking of MJ, Michael Jackson. He now holds the #1 movie and the #1 song in the world. Have y'all seen the new Michael Jackson movie yet?
No, I've heard about it.
You saw it? Didn't you go see it?
Yeah.
TFW you took, right?
Yeah.
Did she like it too?
Oh gosh, she's been watching Michael Jackson reels and stuff ever since.
Is the movie good?
Yeah, the movie's real good.
Okay. Is it
What's
a drama?
the #1 song now?
Or is it
It's
a
Thriller?
Thriller?
It is but it's a drama. Dude plays Michael Jackson. It's just a movie.
It's his I think it's his nephew who plays him.
Oh.
Yeah, Jafar.
Does do a good job?
He did great.
Okay.
He did great. Yeah, it was a real good movie. You learn a lot, but they left out a lot So there's rumblings of another movie coming out.
Well, did they any touch on any of the bad stuff?
No, there's no touch of the bad stuff. They said there was no bad stuff. I mean, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out as well. But it's the number one movie in the world.
Any grown up that has a mess of prepubescent boys with sleepovers, there's something wrong.
Yeah, there's probably something.
Yeah, there's something wrong. Yeah. Period.
Let's see.
Unless that made your uncle. That's a hard no.
How long was that movie?
The movie is about 2 hours. About 2 hours, 15 minutes.
Okay.
It's Honey Dripper weekend for the Jumbo Shrimp.
Honey Dripper?
Honey Dripper.
Okay.
You know what a Honey Dripper is, Matt?
No, my boy went to the Jumbo Shrimp game yesterday.
Yeah, a Honey Dripper is the frozen cups. Basically, it's Kool-Aid in a cup you throw in the freezer.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, Honey Dripper.
Ice. Okay, yeah.
Grow up eating Honey Drippers.
Only Honey Dripper I knew was Robert Plant and the Honey Drippers, which was a band that former Led Zeppelin lead singer formed when he was done with Led Zeppelin.
Number 1.
Oh, but here's the moment we all been waiting for. Oh, yeah. This is a good one.
Oh, no.
Now, gentlemen, property owners. Have you ever been a landlord?
A slumlord?
Yeah,
No,
not a slum.
I've never been a landlord, no.
No, Maddie, landlord?
No.
Well, I got a property. I'm the landlord.
Sure you do.
Okay.
But
You're a slumlord, that's what you are.
I got a property manager that handles that. But imagine calling your landlord over because you got some birds in the attic and you need a couple of things fixed. But you have a camera in your house.
Uh-huh.
And you're getting notifications on your phone because there's some movement going on in your residence. You know the landlord is over there.
Yeah.
So when you look on the camera, landlord is what we call it?
Tarps
off.
Not just the tarps.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
Buck Naked. That would be his name.
Booty.
Stage name, Buck Naked.
Buck Booty. But he got a partner who's also Buck Booty. And
the partner.
They're
some kind of
dude or
fetish
girl?
here.
MSW. No, it's a dude. And his partner, a woman.
Okay.
MSW in the house. Now, it's his crib.
MSL, Make a Sweet Love.
Make a Sweet Love.
Yeah.
When he was supposed to be fixing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know all of the ins and outs, the particulars of the landlord, tenant agreement, but I'm thinking.
Oh, the tenant was up. Oh, gosh.
Well, I would think that the landlord being allowed to come into your house buck naked and MSLing with others while you're gone, I would think would probably not be allowed.
Not going to fly.
Yeah.
But apparently, because the tenant, he took it to the police, he took it to the cops, and really legally, ain't much they can do about it.
Really?
For real?
Yeah.
So you're allowed, as you did now. Did he take care of the bird problem?
That I don't know.
See, that's a big thing here. I just took a little break from
you
the
could
bird
flip
problem.
it around on her too and be like, "You creep! Why were you watching me doing this?"
He was literally right in front of the camera. I don't know. He definitely didn't know the camera was there, but he saw him, butt booty, legs in the air, just like.
I mean, no one needs to see that either. You don't get any kind of pain and suffering for just pulling that up. I got to think. I mean, that's my house. You're telling me it's perfectly legal, I guess, because you invited them in? What? What Sodom and Gomorrah are we living in, bro?
I'm telling you. It's crazy. This is not a real place right now.
So, anytime you get permission to be, any business that you're in, if you get permission to be in someone's house and they're not there, just have at it?
Just have at it, I guess.
I mean, do they change the sheets at least, or what?
It looked like it was on the couch.
Great.
Which is even worse.
I won't be sitting there for the rest of my life.
Which is even worse.
Good Lord, that's what's trending. Back with more next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Fridays on 1010XL are evolving.
Introducing The Lead with Hayes Carline and Ryan O'Halloran.
4 to 6 Friday afternoons on 1010XL.
Ace Carline here for Atlantic Infinity, and yes, I'm still loving my new QX60. Right now, you can lease one or lock in just 1.9% financing for 60 months, and every new Infinity comes with the Atlantic Infinity Promise. That's over $7,000 in added value. That's one of many reasons why I bought mine there. No pressure, no games, just a great experience. Make your next ride an Infinity from Atlantic Infinity. Visit AtlanticInfinity.com or the showroom near Atlantic and St. John's Bluff.
The new MVP of lunch has arrived. Firehouse Subs Steak and Cheese Melt. USDA Choice Flame-Seared Steak, sauteed red and green bell peppers, caramelized onions, melted provolone cheese, and mayo on a toasted sub roll. Steak and Cheese Melt only at Firehouse Subs.
Ready to put your dream car in drive? Get solid rates for the road ahead when you finance with First Florida Credit Union. Enjoy competitive low rates, up to 90 days of no payments, and budget-friendly protection plans. Whether you're buying a vehicle or refinancing, stop by a branch or apply online at firstflorida.org/autoloans. Membership eligibility required. Interest accrues during loan payment deferral period. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit firstflorida.org/autoloans.
Prosser here for Lifetime Flooring. You've heard us rave about Lifetime Enclosures. Now let's talk about Lifetime Flooring. I can tell you firsthand, the products and services, the best in Jacksonville. As you know, updating your floors is one of the most dramatic changes you can make to your home. Call the experts at Lifetime Flooring now and ask about their buy one room, get one room free promotion through Memorial Day. 0% financing available to meet any budget. Visit their beautiful showroom just off Phillips Highway and tell them Prosser sent you.
This summer, there's no better place to belong than the YMCA. Right now, if you join the Y, we'll waive the joining fee, and your 4th month is free. Start enjoying everything the Y has to offer today. Pools, group fitness, family events, youth programs, and a supportive community that's here for you. At the Y, it's more than a membership. It's a place to connect, grow, and thrive. There's no place like this place. Join the Y at fcymca.org and use code FREEMONTH.
This is Victor Patel, CEO of North Florida Medical Center. Have you been in an auto accident? Are you feeling pain or stiffness? Our board-certified team has over 15 years' experience helping patients recover through chiropractic care, physical therapy, pain management, primary care, and neurology. Even minor injuries can cause long-term problems if left untreated. Schedule your free consultation today at nfmcjax.com. North Florida Medical Center, bringing the care back to healthcare.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations, Julington Creek, Jax Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine, and over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing, or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water, so Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, so much to choose from. But I think the golden moment, ET, was for me was because I hadn't heard this yet. Maybe it was out there already, but when Fred Taylor joined us in the 7 o'clock hour, said that he was going to be down there at the June mini camp working with the running backs a little bit.
That's cool. I like when they invite those guys over. Like
that was the first I'd heard of that was today. And again, this isn't something that's outrageous.
Do you think Liam had something to do with that? Maybe
Tony and Liam and all of them. And sure. I like when you use legacy guys and. That's one of the big reasons to have him. Baselli is like the perfect guy to have at the top to set the vibe and the culture, and that's an important role there to have the back of your GM and your coach and to have this sense of respect. And, I was thinking about this too, and I don't mean any disrespect to James Gladstone, but James Gladstone and Tony Baselli, their physicality, their personalities, it couldn't be any different. You almost need that enforcer coming behind you, right? As to keep things ship-shape and tidied up. So, yeah, I think Liam, I think they would all have something to do with it. I think Fred can help.
Absolutely.
And I think these guys are perfect in that role. Nobody wants to be an assistant coach and go through all that, especially when you had a career. But come in and give them what you got for 2 days and share with them. So that was my golden moment learning that.
My golden moment is going to be my guy E.T. getting his first birdie.
Yeah.
and selling out the E to the T Invitational next month. I'm pumped for that, and pumped to be that Live Forever Golf's a part of it.
Yeah.
They say Matt Every might be playing in that thing.
Hey, if I ain't working, I'm playing.
Uh-oh.
I mean, that's what I heard about the Guggen, and then it was,
and then I was
didn't
working.
come to pass. And then you were working.
Yeah.
I didn't actually hear that from you. I'm not going to hold you to that one.
Okay, fair enough.
We were just under the. You're kind of are you a hockey guy now all of a sudden?
I will definitely watch.
You told me
hockey.
about a bad beat you had. I know Matt's not afraid to put down a shekel
The
or
other
two
night-
on sports.
the
It's all
other-
legal now here in the state of Florida.
It's legal, right?
Sure.
The other night, up at the PGA,
Sure.
all the talent staying in the same hotel, and like Stanford Steve's in
Okay.
there with the bad beats.
Sure, and Van Pelt with him too.
Yeah, buddied up with those guys. But we were at the Wild in Game 6 against the Avs. They're up 3-0.
They
in the
must
third
have
and
loved
lost.
watching you.
A lot of us had the Wild.
Yeah.
It was
Because part of being a gambler is not even what you play; it's kind of living vicariously through.
Yeah, they play too.
They were on that game too.
They play.
Yeah. Well, no, I know they play. I'm not trying to protect anyone. I didn't know they would be on the Wild hockey game though.
We were,
As they say in hockey,
let's do the
that
hockey. That's
Yeah.
right.
Dude, there will never be another beat as bad. And we just kind of barely mentioned it because the bigger story was the Knicks coming from 22 down with 7 minutes to go to win.
Disgusting beat.
But forget that. That's
Plus
not
7.5.
No, 10.5.
Or
dude.
Was it 10? I thought it was 7.5.
Somebody told me 10.5. Maybe
Either
at
way,
some-
10.5 would have covered too. But
right, but 11, and then they get. It's not just that you blow the 22-point lead and lose.
Yeah, you don't cover.
It's that you because look, if you're getting 10, you go to overtime. You still think you spent the whole night thinking I'm gold at plus 7.5.
Sure.
The whole night you spent it.
Yep.
And not only if you're gonna blow if you're on the game,
Yeah.
if you're gonna blow the 22-point lead, just go ahead and lose it in regulation.
Yeah.
'Cause then-
for sure.
Then you send it to overtime, and you somehow a game that you had led by 22 points with 7 minutes to go, and you're getting 8 to 10 points, and you still lose. I saw it at 10.5, which made it even worse because it was 11.
I saw some live tickets at like 25-1 on the Knicks when they were down by 18 or something.
I get tired, I think, to a degree of pointing out the superlatives in sports. Like every game, every stat, every at-bat, every foul shot, every touchdown pass, at the end of the game, they go into the AI computer, and then they spit out that game's superlatives. He's the first guy on a Tuesday under the age of 24 who didn't eat breakfast to score at least 4 in the first quarter when sitting next to the league's leading scorer. I mean, it's just, but there are certain things, bro, that just, so the Dodgers had kind of made this, internal decision that when Shohei pitched, he wasn't going to hit that day.
Okay.
Well, they're in San Diego yesterday to take on the Padres. And Otani was on the mound, and as timing would have it, the highlight is on right now. So Otani hit leadoff and pitched, which in and of itself, when you really stop to think about it, this guy's in Major League Baseball hitting leadoff and
That's
pitching.
insane, dude.
Like he plays for Lake Lucina.
I think he's playing 13U baseball.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. But it gets better. Not only does Shohei pitch and hit leadoff, the first pitch of the game, as the visiting team leadoff batter, he hits a home run. Then he goes out and pitches 5 scoreless innings. So Shohei Otani in a Major League game last night, Game 3, the rubber match against the Padres. He had not started. He had not been in the lineup on his pitching start day in a month. But he hit a leadoff home run, pitched 5 scoreless innings. Before Otani, only a handful of players have ever batted leadoff while also serving as the starting pitcher. None has ever homered to start a game except for, I don't know, Otani, who did it last year in the NLCS Game 4. Homered to lead off the game and then started the game on the mound. But last night, it just goes to another, like you said, little league level. Shohei Otani hit a leadoff home run, first pitch home run, and then pitched 5 scoreless innings. I just
0.73 ERA through 8 games.
I don't know if he's throwing enough innings to be the
They just ran
Cy
that up
Young
there.
award, but they're going to give it to him.
Really?
I mean, I think the media is going to be desirous of giving him the Cy Young. They're going to try and find a way to give him the Cy Young, and I don't want to be too, biased here. And I know there have been some great starts, but it shouldn't all be about shouldn't all be about wins and losses. And the best pitcher in baseball right now, if you ask me if I'm sending a guy out, it's Chris Sale of the Braves, who won again last night. He's 7-3. He's got his whip, walks and hits per innings pitch, 0.87. Skeens is lower at 0.71. Where is Otani on here? Whip is such a great stat. I mean, it's simple. It's hits and walks per innings pitched. How are you letting guys on?
Yeah.
Skeens 0.71. Schlittler for the New York Yankees 0.8. Sale 0.87. Mizrowski, the dude who throws 100 every time, 0.88. DeGrom 0.91. It's hard to be up in that territory. And in fact, Shohei's must not have a qualifying whip. I just don't know if, and if that's the case, it just goes to show you, I just don't know if he's pitching enough to be a Cy Young Award winner. I think if he's having a good enough pitching year to be considered for the Cy Young, it should be used to get him over the hump to be the MVP. I mean, at the end of the day, if you've got a guy who is thriving as both a pitcher and a hitter, is he not the MVP every year?
Yes.
He's doing two things. If you're doing two things to an all-star level, you're the MVP of the league until somebody else can.
You know, something that slipped the 9 o'clock nasty.
What happened?
Pete Crow Armstrong.
Yeah, we got into that a little bit yesterday.
What a foul mouth he has.
Certain things you probably, even no matter what the lady is screaming at you from the stands, you probably can't turn around and say to her what he said.
That's disgusting.
Then he went on the, yeah, I can tell you're really bothered by it.
He is.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we talking that way?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine. I don't know. Wait till about the fourth hole today, friend.
I'm just curious, what did she say for him to react
She
like
said,
that?
"You suck."
That's great. And that's his response?
And that was it?
Yes.
Woo!
And then he went SM body part on me. Yeah. I don't want to go too far. Yeah, he went right, straight crude.
If I was a female fan of his, I'd be rethinking my choices right now.
Okay. Well,
it's just disgusting.
Well, if you want to start an online support group?
No, but I'm just
saying.
it's disgusting.
You want to do a TikTok about it?
Disgusting.
TikTok's a harsh condemnation.
Not a TikToker.
Pete Crow Armstrong's. What about a grammar? You're a grammar?
Not really.
Do you have an Instagram?
Yes, but minimal.
You don't put stuff on it. You just use it more to.
We send each other
When's the last
reels.
time you posted something on Instagram?
If I post something, somebody else does it, and then I'm like a mutual. Like I just have to click one
collaborator.
Oh,
yes.
So you're a big timer. You have like a handler who does it for you.
No, it's like if the tour
they do something good and you say, okay, I'll endorse that.
I'll put that up there.
Yeah.
I saw something interesting with Maddie on the gram. You were playing horse.
That's right. I played horse with Sahith Thagala.
Yeah.
Is Sahith a good player?
Doral, yeah, he is. Yeah.
He's tall, isn't he, or no?
He is. He's like 6'2", 6'3".
Okay, they look taller in golf because a lot of them aren't tall. So when you get a guy like Thagala who's thin and 6'2", he looks 6'5" on tour.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did it go? Did you win the horse game?
I did not.
He made a comeback though.
I did. He didn't miss like his first 5 shots. It was outdoor, double rims.
I was like,
Save for him.
A little windy.
Save for him.
Yep.
So you're correct. Yes, it was. So I was down HORS to nothing.
Okay,
and then he makes a half quarter. I make the half quarter on top of him.
Yep.
Wow.
And then rally, get him to HOR.
Okay.
And then I had the possession for like 5 shots. I kept missing, and then he made one.
Finally put you away.
Yeah.
What's our girl Talia?
Talia.
E once went and took on a young lady here. He lost a horse to 0.
I believe it.
Hey, but she
was nasty.
Yeah.
Yes.
That girl is average. I think I saw the stats. She's like the first one ever to is it 20 points a game at 3 different places?
Yeah, it's 3 different places.
She's been at 3 schools. Is she at Baylor, maybe?
Baylor, yeah. She started at Arkansas, then she went to Auburn, and now she's at Baylor.
And I'm pretty sure she's averaged 20 at each stop.
Wow. Good for her,
Which WNBA next, I would think, for her, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, she's lived up to it, especially as a scorer. And by the way, it doesn't, if you really look at her story, it doesn't seem as, like sometimes it's a little sketch when you see somebody move year, when they bounce like that. But I feel like there was more reasoning behind hers, whether it's coaching changes or other things that led to it. All right, well, back to put a wrap on it next. You're listening to The Drill. Matt Every in studio with us. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right, back with more next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Spring is here, gang. It's time to get your lawn ready before summer heat and the bugs set in. Prosper, I've been in my house for 20 years. Gone through various phases with the yard, trying to make it work. Turning to the pros at Julington Creek Pest Control was the right job. They offer preventative chinch bug treatments, pre-emergent weed control, granular fertilization, all with no contracts. This helps prevent problems before damage occur. It keeps lawns thicker, greener, and stronger. So call today and schedule your spring treatment. That's Julington Creek Pest Control. Our family serving yours since 1984.
Imagine this. You've got the burgers ready in a backyard full of guests. And, folks, that's a strong lineup. But a clogged drain on a holiday, that can change everything in a hurry. Before kickoff, make sure your plumbing is ready to go. Call Duck Duck Rooter. They've got experience, honest pricing, and a team you can count on. And right now, get your main sewer line cleaned, plus a camera inspection for just $129. Outside cleanout is required because the only thing you want overflowing this weekend is that cooler. But when you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Step into Twin Peaks and you're in the lodge. Warm wood, roaring TVs, and the kind of energy your living room wish it was. Wings, burgers, ice-cold 29-degree beers, and a vibe that keeps you planted for the final buzzer. E.T. here for Twin Peaks. Eat, drink, scenic views.
Hey gang, Hicken here. Let's talk skin. It's May, which means the oven is on. It's also National Skin Cancer Awareness Month. Bottom line, take care of your skin. Protect it like your life depends on it because, well, it does. Use the sunscreen, wear the hat, put on the shirt. Keep yourself protected. To ensure your skin is in top-notch shape, you can always rely on my doc, the Beaches Dermatology. Been going to them for years. And my skin thanks me for it. Book your appointment today at beachesdermatology.com.
What if your next fun day out costs you $70 to play all day? That's exactly what you get at the Battalion Airsoft Arena, the only indoor airsoft battlefield in Jax. Skip the same old boring entertainment choices and step into real action with your crew. Perfect for birthdays, company team building, graduation parties, or just epic weekend fun. No experience? No problem. The Battalion package includes everything: gun, mask, and ammo with unlimited play. So lock in your mission now at BattalionAirsoftArena.com.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. From now until May 28th, we're holding our big diamond sale, and now's the best time to buy a quality diamond of a carat or more. Here are a few reasons. First, there's severe upward pressure on rough diamonds, with 4 price increases already this year. Most of this has yet to hit the polished market, so they're diamonds for sale at the old prices. Next, our diamond cutters asked us to house their inventories of existing big diamonds so we could sell them here prior to them being offered to the jewelry trade in Las Vegas. This allows us the ability to sell from their vast stock at brokerage prices you have to see to believe. All of these diamonds are graded for cut, color, and clarity with independent laboratory grading reports. Now, along with this vast collection of big diamonds, we put all of our own meticulously selected loose diamonds and engagement-style rings on sale at prices from 3% to 25% off. We also take trade-ins, but remember, this sale ends May 28th at Underwood San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Bring your home back to life with Zero Res, a fresher clean that you can actually feel. This month, take 25% off all services, hardwood tile, LVP, carpet, air ducts, and more. Visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and tell them 1010XL sent you.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Come with me.
Remember
when we met.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a day.
Yeah.
I knew you were my pet.
I knew you was going to like that, Bob.
I want to tell you how much I love you.
Come
It's the
on.
Honey Drippers.
Honey Drippers.
I'm dripping some honey now. Yeah, this is not This does not sound like Led Zeppelin, does it, brother?
No.
That's a guy exploring his other sides. That does not sound like.
No.
But that's, Robert Plant and the Honey Drippers.
I think of Led Zeppelin is that.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah.
And even their slow songs like Stairway to Heaven, they don't have that vibe.
Oh.
Come with me to the sea.
Come on now.
Come on. See, I go do that, Carrie. This would be like me making you do your hair.
Yeah?
I go do the karaoke. It'll be no big deal.
See,
I played it up.
That's my thing. Hey, I
don't
would
care.
never thought you would do karaoke, bro.
I don't care. I don't do nothing. Brooks Koepka is 3 under par through his first 4 holes at this week's PGA Tour stop, so that has him 1 shot out of the lead. Granted, it's very early, but if you're looking for a Brooks Koepka breakthrough, perhaps it comes at a tournament he's had success, but that's also a tournament that they bounced around to a variety of golf courses through the year, so I do not think that he's even played. I think he went live before they moved it to where it is now, but he's at 3 under par. Emiliano Grillo is your leader at 4 under. Keith Mitchell, 3 under par. We have a Cameron Champ sighting at 2 under, but a bunch of dudes out on the course. Scotty Scheffler, in fact, among that early group. Scheffler and Koepka playing together. That'd be a good one to follow.
It would be.
Scheffler's 2 under par, so Siwoo Kim's 2 under par. Dudes are off to a fast start out there at the Byron Nelson.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
All right, Mike and Tony and the gang standing by with Jaguars today. Michael?
The gang are coming.
Yeah, well, I never know. I think
you never know. You're right. I was not, knocking that.
Yeah, gang kind of
whatsoever.
pertains to any and everybody who
Sure.
shows up along the way.
Yeah, it's the Jaguars Today gang. We're happy to be here.
Jaguars Today gang.
Why not?
It includes Monday to Friday, whoever it is. They're all part of the gang.
We're as tough as most of those gangs in the Warriors.
Yeah.
From back in the day.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, if they tried to cast the modern day movies with that Warriors cast, they wouldn't last long.
No.
Yeah.
No. The baseball furies.
Sure.
Sure. Everyone's
have you seen that movie, E.T.?
Warriors.
Come out and play.
Have you seen the movie?
Have you actually seen the movie?
Everybody knows Warriors come out and play.
I think I did, but it was a long time ago.
It's like many movies that you watch back in that age as a teenager. It was cool at the time.
Oh,
and then,
you loved it.
And
you
then
thought
later,
it was the greatest thing. You watch it 20 years later.
What was that again? Yeah. That's like for me when I was a kid. I just loved the movie The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh.
Oh, I still love that movie. I think it's the most underrated.
I haven't seen it forever.
Movie
Can you find it?
Ever? I don't know.
Is it stream anywhere?
I'm sure you can find it.
Do you know that one, E.T.?
Never
it was a story of a team. Dr. J leads this team.
Pisces
Yeah, the Pittsburgh
Fish.
Pisces were in the Professional Basketball League of the time, and was it ABA
and
even?
it was something like that, and they wanted to tank and sell the team, and so they're like, "The hell with this! We're going to win every game." It's kind of like Major League.
But it was Dr. J in his prime.
Dr. J,
like
was
he
the
is
star.
like it's like 1980 or 78 or something probably for the movie.
One guy that I just remember the one guy who he was foul me, hit me, and he couldn't miss a free throw, and that was his whole game.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that.
That was a really good sports
That's
movie.
come up a couple of times in the last few days as fate would have it. It's time to go do a search for that one. See if I can find it. What do you got coming up today?
Well, today we're going to talk about a number of things. We're going to talk about best off-season move for the Jags.
They didn't make a ton, did they?
Not a ton, right? But, Bill Barnwell did a piece on it, so we're going to kick that around a little bit. And also, our question of the day is, it's kind of a staple once every off-season. If you could add a former Jaguar just for this year, like in their prime, and it tells you as much about what you think the biggest needs are still on the team as anything. Like what piece would you fit in there? And we got some other odds and ends to dig in.
That's a really, it's funny because you say it's something you ask every year, and that literally is like the answer that I would give today is not the answer I would have given you last offseason.
Right.
Even though some of the needs are the same. And so I rarely answer the questions before we leave, but this one I would, for me, it would be Fred Taylor.
Okay.
You add that skill set at running back to everything else they have on that offense.
It's certainly valid.
But certainly you can also argue for
there
a
are
number of other guys.
I think there are a lot of guys. I've already seen a lot of different names mentioned.
Unbelievable. All right. Well, we look forward to that and more. Jaguars today. It's coming up next. What do we got tomorrow, Friday, ET? We got Captain Kevin Favor. We've got
quarterback Whisperer.
We got the Whisperer, Denny Thompson. We got Big Pat Young. We'll talk about basketball with us. We'll have game 2 of Knicks Cavs in the books by then as well. So we will see you tomorrow morning. Until then, be safe. You've been listening to The Drill.
The Drill. From the